AmeriState Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At AmeriState Bank, you're more than a customer. You're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at ameristatebank.com. AmeriState Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Wampus Cat football is on the air. The 2024 Atoka Wampus Cats are presented by AmeriState Bank. The Atoka Wampus Cats are sponsored by Brown's Funeral Service, Farmers Insurance Agent Lucinda Holland, Logan & Sons, and Shamrock Bank. The 2024 Wampus Cats are brought to you by Westside Dentistry, the Studeville Family of Dealers, and First Bank. The Wampus Cats are sponsored in part by D&H Wholesale Tires, Genesis Abstract, and Ritter Express Pharmacy. Also helping to bring you the Wampus Cats, the RX Shop, H&L Custom Processing, and the Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma. And now let's head to the field for your Atoka Wampus Cats.
Welcome into the Wampus Cat Network here on KHKC 1021 FM. I'm Michael Gabbard, and in the booth with me today is Kaylin Nagorski. We have a great matchup for you this afternoon, or this evening, if you will. The Atoka Wampus Cats taking on Lindsay and the Leopards, and it's kind of some bad blood in this game. On the other side, Tyler Sharp, one of the assistant coaches, was an assistant coach for the Wampus Cats last year, and so that's going to be interesting to see how they. Now, I say bad blood, we're just kidding. I saw Tyler earlier. He was in great spirit and was doing really well. But we've got a 98-degree temperature right now. The sun is going down. It should cool off to be about 89, but it is going to be hot and humid today for our broadcast. Our video presentation is brought to you by AmeriState Bank. And Kaylin, how you feeling today, man?
I'm excited. It's week 3, and we've got a beautiful evening ahead of us, and we're looking forward to some Wampus Cat football.
The Lindsay game is usually one on the schedule that you're going to mark up and say, this is one we've got to win. It's district play now, and I mean, that is, well, let me just say this. I say district play. It is not district play. Next week is district play. It still matters, though, and the reason why I say that is because you've lost to Lindsay 2 straight years. You don't want to lose to him a third time. Kaylin?
No, you can't continue on a poor losing streak.
He's over there dozing off, looking out the field. Hey, we've got a great broadcast for you this afternoon. Stick around. Our pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers, and we've got more coming up here in just a few minutes. Actually, something new that Atoka started doing the last couple of weeks or so is they started getting into the podcasting business, if you will. So we actually have a podcast. It's called Laced Up, and it's got a couple of Atoka's own on the podcast talking about today's game. So let's take it to them on the Laced Up podcast for your Atoka Wampus Cats.
What's up, everybody? This is Peyton Pugh and LJ LaFavor on the mic right now. And we are a special duo here. So, LJ, we're going to talk about high school, districts. We're going to talk about everything that we can try to cover together. So, go and get us going. What do you think we should start with?
We should start on last weekend, man. Everybody expected a big coming, but we did not show up to play. And honestly, I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart. That's probably the worst we have ever played since I've been here. We absolutely got blew through by a team that should not have blown us out. At the end of the day, there's no fixing it, and we're just gonna have to build on what we got and try to go in next week and get a win against Lindsay.
To go off what he said, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a non-district game, but the game mattered deeply to all of us. It mattered deeply to our community. So we're sorry to our community for how the game went. And all we can do now is build off of it and go win district, go clinch a playoff spot. And I mean, because at the end of the day, you have to look at the bright side of things. What matters more, the trophy or clinching a spot in the playoffs and then being at home? I know they're our rivals, so.
Yeah, I think Lindsay is a very similar team to Colgate, the way they play. I think Colgate had better receivers, but I think the quarterback, the line's a little better. I think the quarterback's about the same. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup this week. You know, you got Coach Sharp coming back after he left us, so we got a little bit of bad blood there. You know, I love Coach Sharp, but not anymore. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the student section is going to be going crazy up there and cheering us on. And I expect to see a few anti-Coach Sharp shirts because they tend to bring it. I mean, shout out to our student section. I mean, I know there's not a whole lot of y'all, but y'all show up and y'all are ready. And I know the incident that happened at Colgate is something that is crazy, should not have happened. But y'all just do y'all's thing, keep supporting us, and we appreciate y'all from the bottom of our heart.
So to bring back up Ringling, in my opinion, we played really good against Ringling. Defensive-wise, our offense could have been a little better, but the defense was there, that's for sure. We made a lot of mistakes on special teams, and I blame that for the loss, but it is what it is. We're going to continue to get better. You know, there's nothing we can do now. We're 0-2. I think we're going to continue, and we're going to take all that momentum from Colgate and the way how beat up all of us. So I think we're going to go in and make a name, try to get a win against Lindsay. They play in a tough district, so they're going to come out to play. They play against, like, Washington, Kingston. There's some really good teams in their district. And they're going to have to fight and claw for a playoff spot if they really want one. So they're going to try to come in and blow us out so they can just go in with one win into districts. But I think we're looking for about the same thing. I don't think our district's quite as tough as theirs. But first off in districts, we got Wilburton, and they're looking for a win. They are on a 22-game losing streak. Yeah. So I think that's going to be something. I think they're going to come to play. I think it's going to be a little surprising, but if we take care of business, we can handle them.
I think really to go off what you said about Lindsay has always gave us issues every year since I've been the starter. I mean, they come ready to play. We played on my sophomore year here at Atoka, and they came ready to play. And I think there's a lot of anger built up towards them, just like there was Ringling. I mean, Ringling, that game hurt really bad because we had lost them for 3 years straight, and it's kind of like the way Colgate was. You know, Colgate had lost us 5 years in a row, and there's no doubt that did not linger in their head all the time. They probably came in that game, and they wanted it. They wanted to win that game, and I expect us versus Lindsay this week just want it. Like, we want to beat them guys.
Yeah, like Peyton said, you know, it's our last opportunity. We've played Lindsay every year. I've played football here. So we actually want to come out and we want to whoop Lindsay and actually get a win against them. That's how we were against Ringling. It didn't go our way. You know, there's nothing we can do about it now, but there's something we can do about Lindsay. So we're all preparing, doing our best to get ready for it. What do you think about districts, Peyton? How do you think the districts are lining up?
I think our district is shaping up. I think I could see it being a head-on collision course for us in Vian if we play the way we are coached to play and know how to play. Like, we got a straight shot to Vian for the 1 seed, to be honest. Henrietta, they look good, but they really haven't played anybody tough.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of things that people who aren't real familiar with the sport don't understand is, like, you could go out here, play a bad team, and beat them. So you can go into districts 3-0. But, like, in the past years, we came into districts, 1-2, 0-3. Because Coach Cup, he embraces scheduling hard teams for us because he believes that you play hard teams at the beginning, you can scratch out all the mistakes and zero in on them.
Exactly. Like last game, that was awful. I won't lie to you. We had a lot of mistakes, a lot of, things we needed to work on, and we're going to get them taken care of so that doesn't happen again. We just simply came out unprepared, and I won't lie, a little cocky. 5 years in a row, you expect to just come out and whoop them, and the Colgate team came to play. They're a great coach team. They got some great athletes out there, but at the end of the day, we just didn't come prepared. So I think going on to Lindsay, seeing that, we are a little more hungry because they've beaten us a lot in the past, and I feel like we're at the Colgate side of that now, and I'm just ready for it. What do you think?
Your pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. This summer, Unlock the happiness a new Chevy brings. From where you go and what you tow to who you bring along, find your summer adventure in your Chevy Summer Drive. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
AmeriState Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At AmeriState Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at AmeriStateBank.com. AmeriState Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Colgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
Coach Cup, we've got a interesting matchup this week with Lindsay coming up this Friday. They are in a transition themselves. They don't have the same quarterback from last year. They're playing, I believe he's a freshman or he's a sophomore quarterback this year. And they don't throw the ball around as much as you saw against Colgate. What are we expecting out of Lindsay this week?
I'm thinking, they've over time, they've kind of been a big-time spread-type team. They're going to still do what they do. They're going to try to run the ball, but they're going to throw it around a little bit, not near as much probably as what they've done in the past, but they're going to definitely try to run the ball and get after us. Right now, we have, by the past 2 games, they're about 50-50 run-pass, but a lot more short stuff. They're going to try to get it to their athletes and let them run around a little bit. But yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, we definitely going to have to show up and take care of business.
Looking at most of our schedule, you've got a lot of teams in our district right now that are 0-2 on the year. You would think that would kind of help your chances out as the year goes on, but there's still some really tough teams out there, and Lindsay being one of them who have had a tradition of winning football the last few years. Coming off of a loss yourself, how do you mentally prepare your kids coming into this ball game?
Well, it's the same thing we've talked about before. I mean, that's why we play those tough teams, early on, because so they can show us what mistakes we need to work on and those little things like that. And kind of Lindsay's the same way. I mean, they've played 2 tough teams that they came out and got after them, and that's kind of what they got the same mindset we do, and that's kind of how things are going to. I mean, that's the best thing for us. I mean, we might be 0-2, but we're learning a lot of lessons. I mean, and as long as we get those lessons figured out by the time we get to districts, that's when it really matters. So.
Colgate did a lot of things well against you last week. It was a tough loss. What kind of lessons did you learn this week against an opponent like Colgate, who is now ranked this week in 2A2 at number 9?
Well, the biggest thing is they kind of did a lot of different things that we haven't seen yet, and kudos to them. They showed up and played hard, and they got after our butts a little bit, and but the biggest thing is I got to have our kids a little more ready to play, but like I said, they did a great job. They showed up and they got after us, and we tried to battle back at times, and we just kept. We made some mistakes here and there, but again, hats off to them. They showed up and played and got after us pretty good. Their coach does a great job. I mean, they had some things in that kind of gave us some trouble, and it was evident. So.
JD went down in the game. It looked like it was going to be a really serious injury. Timetable for his return?
I went to the hospital with him that night, and he got some good news back, and he's getting some physical therapy help and little things like that. He goes to the orthopedic doctor here pretty soon. I'm thinking it won't be that long, hopefully, and we'll get him back as soon as we can.
I did like during that time when JD was down, Atoka and Colgate both came over to give their condolences. You know, a lot of sportsmanship, big of rivalry like that. Again, you know, it's heated. There's a lot of things that happen on the field, you know, chomping at the bit, if you will, the pushing, the shoving. But at the end of the day, both teams were in support of one another. How did that make y'all feel?
Yeah, that was a nice thing. I mean, you know, like you said, it's kind of a big time battle every year, you know, and both teams want to win and all that, and it's kind of, you know, been kind of hectic at times. But you know, that made me feel, I mean, a little. I can't think of the good word for it, but it was definitely a special thing to see, and I appreciate everything that they did in that situation. They were willing to help and all those little things like that, and have called and checked on him, and I really appreciate that.
You had that long throw and catch for Prince this last week. Are you guys going to try, not that you don't already, but are you going to try to implement him a little bit more in the deep passing game?
Yeah, Coach Linton made that call, and he made a good call, and hopefully he makes it again, you know. But yeah, no, it was a good one, and yes, we're going to try to get him the ball as much as we can, and as well as our other receivers. We got a pretty good little receiving core that all those guys can make plays when they're called upon, and we're definitely going to use that to our advantage. Hopefully, more and more as time goes on.
You did a few things differently offensively last week, and I know things change from week to week. There was some success. At the end of the day, Colgate was able to hold y'all to points. Are we going to see a lot of the same in regards to scheme-wise, or are we going to be switching things up here against Lindsay?
I mean, we're going to do what we do. We're not going to, wholesale and go crazy and do some different things. I mean, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get better at what we do. I mean, we made some mistakes that we got to get fixed, like we talked about, and we're going to try to fix those mistakes. And again, this week we've already started, so hopefully we get those things squared away and we have a better outing this week.
Yeah, like the punting game, special teams was kind of a struggle in week 1 and week 2.
Yeah, we're definitely working on it. We worked on it last week, and still a few things we got to get squared away, and we're going to get them squared away hopefully. So we're going to keep working at it.
Defensively, what do we expect from Lindsay this week?
Defensively, I mean, they're going to be fast to the ball. Like I told you, they've played some good teams with some good talent. They're used to seeing guys that can run a little bit and some good big guys that can run the ball and do those little things like that. So they're used to tackling and playing a good team. So we're ready. We're expecting them to show up and come get after us. Very similar to what Colgate did to us this last week. So hopefully we come up and we're able to fix our mistakes on offense from last week and move the ball a little bit better, and we'll be all right.
I know you said do things that you don't have to change to the way that you guys do things offensively, but are there any types of changes that you're going to have to make against Lindsay's defense?
Yeah, I mean, every week, how we block things is going to be a little different depending on what defense they run and stuff like that. So we're trying to find where their weak points are, and we're going to attack those. And the biggest thing is we change our blocking schemes up a little bit here and there, but other than that, you're going to see the same play. Some of the same plays, but we're definitely going to be blocking some things different, this and that. So, but yeah, and maybe attack some different things in the passing game. But pretty much, it might look the same, but it's probably a little different from a coach's eye. You know what I'm saying? So,
this week at home, last week at Colgate, not too far of a trip. In the first game at home, you have a kind of a close proximity before we start getting into the later portion of our schedule. Do you find that helping a little bit before you start hitting those long road games?
Yeah, I think it kind of gets our kids used to playing a little bit, and that way, and kind of get a little more experience under their belts. That way, when we get to those long road games, they know how to handle the long road trip, and that way, when we get there, it's not such a shock to them, and little things like that. So that's a big deal when you really think about it, and I hope we get those things handled.
Thanks, Coach.
Your pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. Find your summer adventure and bring along everyone you love. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
This is Eric Studeville, inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Lucinda Holland can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling agent Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3744 to find out how she can help you protect the things that matter most to you. That's Lucinda Holland.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome in to the Ion Sports Network as we are live on location in Atoka. Brand new stadium out here. We were just talking during the break how spoiled we are, actually, especially after leaving Colgate last week in regards to the press box itself. It is a very, I guess, a higher quality, if you will, in regards to the booth itself. So it feels good in here with the AC, let's just put it that way, because it's hot outside.
Yeah, it was hot last week with that western sun sitting there beating right in our face.
Yeah,
we're thankful for the nice facility that Atoka's put together for us.
You know it's hot, too.
Yes, sir.
I got you with it. By the way, Kalen is all set up. He's got his Nebraska game on while we're waiting for the start of tonight's game. The Atoka Wampus Cats are taking on Lindsay and the Leopards. Now, a little bit of back history on Lindsay. I've actually grown a little bit of a relationship with those guys because my father actually went to school in Lindsay and graduated from Lindsay back in the heyday when Lindsay was winning state championships left and right. They were considered an absolute thoroughbred in regards to football and OU talent. A lot of former Oklahoma Sooners from the 60s, the 70s came out of the little bitty mining town of Lindsay, Oklahoma, and then they took a dip for a few years, and they finally have built the program back up. Now, they're down a little bit this year. They've got some new faces. They're going to have a new face at quarterback that we'll talk about here in just a bit, but they are still a very talented team when I talk about Lindsay. They can run the football. They can throw the football still, even with a freshman quarterback, and they can really get at you defensively. Now, they're losing two of their best players on defense from the season ago. They are 0-2 on the year, but they have played some very tough talent. As we look at their schedule this week, let me actually pull this up real quick. Lindsay,
primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this football game
16-17 against Purcell, a very good Purcell team, and Palms Valley, two teams that are very tough, and they lose that first game 28-6. So they're 0-2 on the year. They're trying to get their first win against Atoka, and then they got Marlowe coming up, who's a very stout team in 2As in their district. They've got a tough district, like we heard in the pregame show with the podcast. By the way, what did you think about that podcast?
Hey, I really thought the podcast was awesome. I get really excited to see the kids getting involved, trying something new. I guess I'm just getting a little bit older, and I'm kind of old school. So for me, getting to see what the kids are doing now and getting more involved with, podcasts and social media and being, mainstream, if you will, I think that is a phenomenal idea. So high five to whoever came up with that one, because that's super cool.
We've got a quick break that we're going to take here in just a few minutes as your pregame show again brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. And we'll take a quick break while we wait for the coin toss here in just a second. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff leveled up here for the next break. All right, we'll take a quick break. 4 minutes to go before the start of tonight's game at home against Lindsay. It is, again, KHKC 102.1 FM.
Your pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma has some exciting news. Opening this fall, the new location at 457 South Mississippi Avenue in Atoka will open. This large, modern health center will be able to provide comprehensive health care complete with an in-house discount pharmacy, serving all patients, regardless of their ability to pay. Same-day appointments available, accepting insured and non-insured patients alike. Open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Fridays 7:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit the current location at 1556 South Virginia Avenue. Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma. The right team making a difference.
Your pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. Find your summer adventure and bring along everyone you love. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
My name is Dr. Matt Holcomb. I'm the owner of Custom Dental of Atoka. We pride ourselves to always being up to date with the newest in technology in dentistry. Have you ever wondered what it would take to have that smile you've always dreamed of? Come visit us at Custom Dental of Atoka. We'd love to go over that with you. If it's implants, if it's braces, if it's cosmetic dentistry, we'll do whatever it takes to get that smile that you've always hoped for and dreamed of. We love serving people, love serving our community, love serving God. Come see us and see how we can take care of all your dental needs.
Your pregame show is brought to you by Texoma Chevy Dealers. This summer, unlock the happiness a new Chevy brings. From where you go and what you tow to who you bring along, find your summer adventure in your Chevy Summer Drive. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
AmeriState Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At AmeriState Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at AmeriStateBank.com. AmeriState Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to the Ion Sports Network on KHKC 1021 FM. Again, you can view this game from Wampus Cats Atoka on YouTube. That's Wampus Cats with an S, Atoka, no spaces. Wampus Cats Atoka on YouTube to watch this game live. Big shout out to Atoka Public Schools, by the way, and Steve Welch and his video classes. They have been here all day long getting the setup ready to go for today's game. We've got multiple cameras today's game, I believe 4 altogether, so we should give you a good view here for today's broadcast. The Atoka Wampus Cats taking on Lindsay and the Leopards, both 0-2 coming into this game, and there is a lot of anticipation in regards to who will win. This is a big one that Atoka needs to get. They don't want to go into district play 0-3. Now, these games don't matter. They talked about it in the podcast. It doesn't from an aspect of how you get into the playoff. But the mental part of that is what matters.
Yeah, you got to get the monkey off your back. Nobody wants to go into district play going 0-3. So I know Lindsay and Atoka both are getting hungry for that first W.
So we are looking at the team right now, awaiting for the coin toss as we'll pull up and get my replay ready. I'm going to try to run some replay tonight on the video stream. Video presentation is brought to you by AmeriState Bank, which, listen, AmeriState Bank, they have done so much for this school. In regards to the broadcast-wise over the years, so a big shout-out to them. They are on the go and informed. That's banking with AmeriState Bank's mobile app, ASB, everywhere. Download for free or on your iPhone or Android device. So who won the coin flip?
Atoka is going to defer to the second half and kick to Lindsay, bring in Lindsay's offense out here to begin the game.
As both teams shake hands, 12 minutes on the clock, and we're about to get things started off here in Atoka. What do you expect out of this game?
I think it's going to be a barn burner, to be honest. Getting some of the previous facts that I was unaware of about Lindsay and their first 2 games of the season, they've been keeping it close. So I know that they're going to be eager to be doing something tonight, too. One thing I noticed during warm-ups this evening was that it appeared to me that Lindsay has a little bit of a size advantage on us, but Atoka's got some really quick wide receivers and some DBs, so I know that they're going to be able to cover their wide receivers well. And all in all, we're looking for a great football game tonight.
Well, we talked about the size. Sophomore Jacob Stolhand. He's 5'11", but he's 370 pounds for a sophomore.
He's a big boy.
That is a huge kid. Just seeing him down on the field a few minutes ago just makes you think, I hope he's not starting. Looking at the roster, we've got a couple. You've got Parker Beck. He's a freshman. He's 345. But, the amount of playing time that he'll get, that's everybody else is around, 200, 220, 280. Dylan Clark, but he's about the biggest that we have on that offensive line. So size is definitely going to – what can Atoka do up front? That is what's going to matter, because the way they run their offense, you have to have great blocking. And if not, you've got to get Peyton Pugh into space where he can make a play with his legs.
Yeah, you've also got to give Peyton Pugh a pocket to sit in. He's going to have just a little bit of time. I know Lindsay's defense is going to be – screaming, but Atoka's got to give him just a little bit of a time to get that ball out of his hands and let the receivers make some plays.
Well, we are ready here in Atoka as 12 minutes are on the clock. We are all squared up at Neil. Soccer reference again.
The other football.
The other football. How's your Nebraska Cornhuskers looking right now?
It's currently on commercial. I'm focused on this Wampus Cat game. I'll be checking in.
You're focused on the Wampus Cat game. You say that, but you've got the Nebraska game on right in front of you.
I'm trying to do my due diligence here, Mike.
12 minutes on the clock. Atoka will kick to get things started off. And here's the kick as Wingo kicks this one away, and a big run up to about the 36. It was Manuel, I believe.
Mr. Kyle Griffin on the return for the Leopards.
Where are they going to spot this ball? Did they spot it shy of the 35?
I think right at the 35.
Right at the 35, just right prior to so we're going to call it the 35. First offensive play of the game for the Lindsay Leopards. Here's the shotgun. By the way, your quarterback is Isaac Cameron. I said freshman earlier. He's actually a sophomore.
It's still impressive either way.
Looking to throw. Slants. Throws between two defenders, and that's a big first down. 15 yards on the first down.
Number 9, Kaiser Mullins on the tackle for the Wampus Cats. Good hit. Good, solid middle of the field hit, too.
Cameron, hands off, up the middle. And about a 3-yard gain. I can't see who's in the backfield. That light orange from this distance is hard on my eyes. Number 2. Dutton Taylor.
I'll get
6 foot, 190-pound junior.
I'll be sure and get your readers for you, Mike.
The older I get, the more I realize that I have to have the binoculars to begin with. So it is 2nd down and 7. Handoff, going off tackle. Up to the 40, down past the 35. And I believe they're going to spot this one right at the 33. So, couple of plays, couple of big yards.
Yeah, thus far, the Leopards aren't doing anything fancy. They're running right in behind the tackles. They had a toss sweep to the right-hand side that picked up positive yardage for them. So
we actually got a penalty on the play, and that's going to put Lindsay backwards. Now they've got to get up to the 40-yard line, on the opposing 40-yard line. So we've got right about 18 yards for the first down, 2nd down. 11:04 left to go on the clock in the first quarter. We're just now getting things started up. And the defense swarming in the backfield, and that is a loss.
It's a great defensive stop there for the Wampus Cats. Mr. Wade McCall coming in with a big stick.
Wade, they really did when I say they, Colgate really did an excellent job of taking Wade out of the game last week. So it's good to be able to get him back into the center of things. One of your best defensive players. And the ball is tipped, and should have been intercepted. Wade couldn't find it. And now it's 4th down for this Lindsay offense, and a long way to go.
This is a good showing by the Atoka Wampus Cat defense here to start the game. That big penalty didn't hurt anything as well.
So Atoka will set to return the punt. I'm going to come up a little bit. Is set to receive is Kaiser Mullins, the 6'2", 165-pound junior. It's a high kick, and fair catch is called and touched right about the 27-yard line. And so Atoka starts off. Good defensive stop, and now it's time to make it on offense.
Yeah, and going back to the pregame show real quick, I listened to Coach Cup. He told us that they're not going to come out and change what they're good at. They're going to stick with their bread and butter, and they've worked on some mistakes that they caught during last week. So let's see what they can do here on this first drive.
You got Brooks in the backfield with Pugh. Ezekiel Brooks, the guy they want to get unleashed in this game, and the defense swarming as Lucky Booth came in. And is there a flag on the play?
No, but there should have been. There was some post-play activity there.
Let them play.
A nominal amount of money that has been lost. It's been turned in at the concession stand. If you can go and tell them.
Can't call everything, can we, Mike?
Not everything. Currently 9:50 remaining in the first quarter. If you're listening to KHKC, you can view this game live from YouTube at Wampus Cats Atoka. I formation, one wide receiver set right and left side hash as well. They're going to run this one for a couple yards off the right side, and Brooks picks up positive yardage, but it is 3rd down and 14, about 14 to go. You're going to say 12? Yeah, it's going to be about 3rd down and 12.
Now, this is what I was talking about by Atoka's offensive line, giving Peyton just enough time to sit back in that pocket and try and let his receivers help him a little bit.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers set left. Peyton Pugh running for his life right now in the backfield and gets hit out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. So neither team able to get anything going on their first possession. And now Atoka is set to punt back into Lindsay's territory. Lindsay going to be set up with pretty decent field position here.
Yeah, it appears that number 23, Manuel Aguero, he's going to be sitting back on roughly their 40-yard line. So they're going to be taking possession and with pretty good field to go.
So here is the punt. Maybe we get our camera. There it goes. And it's a good punt.
Great punt.
Takes an Atoka bounce down to at about the 31. And I said they were going to have great field position on that. That's the best punt I've seen all day or all year long.
The special teams came to show up and play today.
Man. Down to at about the 31. And I said they were going to have great field position on that. That's the best.
And it appears there's going to be a penalty on that punt. There was a false start by Atoka. The Leopards have elected to decline that call.
Lindsay will take over first down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
So we're going to have shotgun right down the middle of the field. 2 wide receivers set left and right for the Leopards. Cameron takes the snap, looks left, space. And you see what they did right there. They ran pretty much the same play that Colgate ran against Atoka last week. So obviously they looked at film a little bit and found the opening in the defense. And hopefully Atoka can get that kind of cleaned up before the end of this drive. Same formation as before. 2 wide receivers set right and left, one in the backfield. And Cameron will take off running. Positive yardage down at about the 49.
Made by number 20, Case Shores.
So here we are in week 3, and the Wampus Cat defense still looking very, very well. That's one thing that I've commended them on from the beginning of this season, is that their defense plays strong.
They definitely have played strong against the run. It's the passing game that they've struggled in here this season. They've only had to really go against one team in the passing game, which is Colgate. And a ball come out? No. It is a first down, big yardage. And Lindsay gets a first down and more.
First down, 18 for the Leopards.
So it'll be first down. Ball is placed at the 32. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers set right. 1 left. Handoff up the middle. Big space to the 10. He's getting all the way in for the touchdown. That is 6 points on the board for Dutton Taylor, who runs that one 32 yards for Pater.
Yeah, it looked like to me that Lindsay was just running right behind their right tackle, and they were able to make it to the second level and get on Atoka's linebackers, making that block, creating that space to give him the ability to make that first score.
And they go for 2, and they get it. 2-point conversion is successful.
Your score, Lindsay, 8.
And it's 8-0. We'll have that scoreboard updated when we return here on the Ion Sports Network.
Ritter Express Pharmacy in Atoka has been serving as your local hometown team. Since 1972, the Ritter family has been dedicated to your health and well-being. Now with the 3rd generations in pharmacy school and medical school, they are continuing to strive to bring the latest in healthcare innovation to our community. They understand life is busy and have 2 convenient drive-through windows and are well known for their fast and friendly service. Ritter Express Pharmacy is very appreciative of the support of the community over the last 50 years and will continue to work hard and evolve to earn your business. If you need free delivery, a vaccination, a wheelchair, a brace, specialty compounding, a unique request, or just good medical advice you can trust from people that care and are invested in the community, then Ritter Express Pharmacy has you covered. Choose Ritter Express Pharmacy. Experience the personalized care you deserve. Ritter Express Pharmacy is your trusted partner in health.
AmeriState Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At AmeriState Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at AmeriStateBank.com. AmeriState Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back into tonight's broadcast. It's 6:55 still remaining in the first quarter, and Lindsay has an 8-0 lead. Atoka returns the kick return to about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Or no, they've actually got this at the 32. It was a nice little return there by Brooks, but ultimately had a little bit of space, couldn't break a couple of defenders, and we are back. I feel like they didn't give us a full minute on the timeout.
The Leopards, that penalty is declined, and Atoka will take over first.
I'm sorry, Mike. I was taking a look at the referees on the field, they said that penalty was declined by the Leopards.
Atoka coming out in an I formation. Pugh under center. Ezekiel Brooks in the backfield. Handoff Brooks, and he's met in the backfield for a loss on the play. In for fullback, as well as Tegan Richardson, who's done an excellent job in a blocking game for the Wampus Cats. Unfortunately, that time, there was more than one.
Yeah, Atoka's offensive line was being penetrated like none other by the Leopards on that possession.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13 with 6:18 still remaining here in the first quarter. I formation, one wide receiver set left. Looking to throw deep down the field. Has a man caught at the 50 to the 40. One man to beat, and he's dragged down by the collar. Flags on the play all the way to the 25-yard line. Tack on some extra yards, and Atoka is in the red zone for the first time tonight.
LJ Lefevre on the big reception, picking up at least 45 yards on that pass. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. There's going to be a flag on the play. It appeared to be a horse collar tackle there at the end, which will work in Atoka's favor.
Big
yeah, that's
play.
exactly right.
Lindsay was not expecting the pass that time, especially coming out of Peyton Pugh's hands so quickly. I mean, as soon as he snapped the ball, the ball was out and headed towards LJ Lefevre to the outside.
Yeah, they caught him looking in the backfield.
That's scheme, too, because typically you've got Brooks to the outside like that. Instead, they put LJ Lefevre's to the outside and threw it to him. They were not looking for pass. They were looking for run at that moment.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So after the penalty, this was going to put the Wampus Cats on roughly the 13-yard line, hunting for their first touchdown of the night.
There's our sideline cam. Up the middle for Brooks. Outside, in for the touchdown. Wampus Cats. Big score, big run.
Touchdown, Wampus Cats.
14 yards on the gain for a touchdown, and that's Ezekiel Brooks.
Brooks doing a beautiful job taking the pitch. Originally going to go right up the middle, didn't like what he saw. Ended up bouncing it outside, running for the end zone. It's a beautiful play. Great job.
Atoka will go for the extra point. They will not go for the two-point conversion. And the kick is up, and it's good. Atoka, with 5:59 remaining in the first quarter, brings it to within one. It's 8-7 at Wampus Cat Stadium. We'll be back here on the Ion Sports Network.
Genesis Abstract and Title is dedicated to doing things right while providing a positive customer experience. At Genesis Abstract, they use advanced technology such as fully automated records to expedite the process and avoid delays. Their friendly professionals are ready to serve you and will take care of every detail to make your buying and selling process an easy one. Genesis Abstract, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 410 East Court Street in Atoka. Your source for quality abstracts, title insurance, and excellent closing solutions.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Here's the kick.
Nice kick.
As it is received at about the 3-yard line. Getting upfield. Past the 20. To the 25. Big yardage here on the return. Good speed, too. That's Aiden Beck, the 6 foot, 180-pound junior on the return. Our score coming back from the break, 8-7. The Wampus Cats trail by 1, and a really nice drive that last drive. 68 yards, 5 plays, and it ended on a 14-yard run by Ezekiel Brooks, his first touchdown of the game.
Now there's a face mask penalty against the Wampus Cats.
That was a good punt. Or punt, I'm sorry.
Ball
Kick,
at the
rather,
line. First down and
by the
10.
Wampus Cats.
Good field position, too, here for Lindsay to get things started off. 60 yards to go on this drive. Ball's placed at the 40. Left side hash, far hash from us in the booth. And it is a double in reverse up to the 50, past the first down markers. Picks up extra yardage. You got to get down low on that tackle, but it was a nice run for number 23 of the offense, Manuel Aguero, the 5'4", 175-pound junior. Hey, listen, he's 5'4", man. I know how it is to be that small. You're hard to find, though, out there on the field whenever you got a guy like that.
Yeah, but traditionally speaking, the smaller guys have got speed. They're quick.
Atoka on defense. Lindsay set up in shotgun. They're going to hand off tackle, caught, positive yardage, past the first down marker. They are picking up big yards right now. That time, Dutton Taylor, the running back.
Yeah, and from what I'm seeing here earlier from the Leopards on their offensive play calling, it looks like a lot of misdirection.
Ball is placed at the 26. I guess they got it at the 25. End round again, and a lot of space. In for the touchdown. Defense caved on that one for the Wampus Cats, and Aguero runs it in for another gain. 25 yards on the carry for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the Leopards, it looked like they're tied in, and their tackles, they just they just doubled down there and stayed on their blocks, and they were able to make it into the end zone for their second score of the night.
So it's 14-7, and I believe Lindsay is going to go for two right here, or are they set up for the kick? I think they are set up for the kick. No, they're going for it. So here's the two-point conversion. Option, and it's in for the score. That's Dutton on the two-point conversion. And it is 15-7. Lindsay on top. We'll be right back as Atoka will set to receive when we return here on the Ion Sports Network.
My name is Judy Wheeler. I had a tooth pulled, and I didn't realize how valuable that tooth was till I couldn't chew on that side anymore. And Dr. Holcomb pulled that tooth for me. And then a short time later, I came back to work with the lady on the financing. There was no stress, there was no pressure, there was no anything. It's just this is what's available, and y'all can work it out the way that works for you. And we were able to work out a plan that everything just went like clockwork. Now I can chew again on that side.
This is Eric Studeville inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
And here is the kick. Short kick to the 30. Big yardage up to the 43.
And the
so glad Steve's got that camera running the camera to the other side because I switched to the
first down and 10.
Scoreboard camera right before we got back, and I couldn't switch it back.
Well, he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
we appreciate his help.
Thank goodness he switched it because it was going to come back to just the scoreboard. We were going to miss that play. 16-7 is the score. I got that score wrong on our scoreboard. Looking back to throw, going deep, and it's caught.
What a beautiful
Diving
catch.
to the 20. What a catch.
Great throw by number 15.
Number 2, Prince Coleman on the reception. Great play.
He was big on that game against Colgate.
Yes, he
Had
was.
that big touchdown.
Out of the 21-yard line, first down, Wampus Cats.
First play of the game, and Atoka takes it to the other side of the field. Where did that drive start off at?
35-yard line.
35. So this is the second play, and they've already got it at the red zone. Jukes goes off tackle. Brooks cuts right side to about the 15. I think they're going to have him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Atoka making it happen tonight with their passing game.
I like that view right there with the ball in Lindsay. I like some of the new camera angles we've got today. Makes it look fancy. I formation.
Stood up at the line. No gain on the play.
They have Wade McCall in the backfield.
I didn't catch that.
And up the middle for no gain.
It is third down and 4 with 3:39 remaining in this first quarter of play. Again, we're still in the first. We've seen a lot of offense already.
Trying to see.
And we got a timeout called on the field. So we'll take a timeout in just a second and be back here on the Ion Sports Network.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Colgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
H&L Custom Processing is proud to support the Atoka Wampus Cats. A family-owned business by Gary and Charity Hensley, H&L offers custom processing of wild game as well as local livestock. H&L is USDA certified and makes it a goal to provide excellent service, cleanliness, and up-to-date processing services in their state-of-the-art facility. With immediate openings for beef and pork processing, H&L is here to help get your team ready for tailgating or backyard cookouts this season. Stop by and check out their facility in Colgate or call 580-258-0263 for more information.
Atoka with the football after the timeout. They'll run for a positive gain on the play, but it should bring up fourth down.
Up the middle to number 45.
Or did they?
I believe
they
he got
got
the
it for the
first
first down.
down.
Yeah, he did get the first down.
For a Wampus Cat, first down.
Very cool. And so Atoka is back in scoring position once again as they are at the 8-yard line.
I believe that was Tegan Richardson on that last carry. Strong carry, looked good too.
Richardson has done a great job there at fullback. JD out for a couple of weeks. We're not sure the full detail. Ezekiel Brooks, too. Man, let me tell you, this kid, his ability to cut left and go right or cut right and go left, I mean, his shiftiness is unbelievable.
Yeah, he can play. He's a big-time playmaker for the Wampus Cats.
Just a sophomore, too. That's what's intriguing. We get him for a couple more years.
Yeah, going to be really exciting to watch that young man develop.
5'9", 165 pounds, put a little size on him, and boy, he's going to be a playmaker. Handoff. Richardson is in for the score. Right up the middle, the Wampus Cats get a touchdown on a fullback dive and add 6 points to the scoreboard. Wow.
So 2 carries by Richardson on this last drive, and both, he had his head down, his feet were moving. He was running strong. That's what we like to see out of our running backs.
They're going to go for the extra point.
It's good.
And it's good.
2 minutes and 31 seconds
Go back
left in the
and
first quarter. Lindsay 16.
look at that play here in just a few minutes.
14.
But right now it's 14-16, and your Wampus Cats trailing just by a couple.
My name is Dr. Matt Holcomb. I'm the owner of Custom Dental of Atoka. We pride ourselves to always being up to date with the newest in technology in dentistry. Have you ever wondered what it would take to have that smile you've always dreamed of? Come visit us at Custom Dental of Atoka. We'd love to go over that with you. If it's implants, if it's braces, if it's cosmetic dentistry, we'll do whatever it takes to get that smile that you've always hoped for and dreamed of. We love serving people, love serving our community, love serving God. Come see us and see how we can take care of all your dental needs.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Welcome back. Kickoff at the 10-yard line. Breaks free. Special teams really hurting the Wampus Cats in regards to field position for Lindsay right now as they get this one up to the 40. Not too bad, but the ball was kicked off to about the 5, and we've got an injured player for the Wampus Cats out on the field.
Hey, how about the kicker, Timothy Wingo, getting in on that tackle, huh?
Let's go back and look at that. Go back and look at that play. Boy, he's going to be a playmaker. Handoff. Richardson is in for the score. Right up the middle. Good blocking up front, too. We knew that was going to play a factor. How is the blocking going to be up front? Because it was just not very good last week against Colgate in regards to your blocking up front. And I feel like they have really come out and done a few things differently. Their blocking schemes obviously have changed just a little bit, but they've executed.
And they're playing physical. They're playing really tough nose football.
Be first down and 10 with 2:24 remaining in the first quarter of play. We're still in the first, and it's 16-14. Lindsay on top. Shotgun formation. Close hash next to us, and handoff up the middle to about the 46, 47-yard line. And it's not enough for the first down, but it is going to be second down and short.
Gain of 8.
Here's formation. Close hash next to us, and handoff up the middle to about the 46, 40.
This is going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Leopards.
Handoff. Dutton in the back. Breaks 2 tackles. Gets past the first down marker. It's tackled by Wade McCall, and getting in there was Malachi Brooks.
Yeah, E.J. Love stood him up there in the backfield, held him up for just a second.
If you get that first tackle in down.
Love seeing the aggressiveness tonight.
Number 8, somebody check his ID. 6'3", 250 pounds. He was a junior. Gus Torres.
The guy's a monster.
Shotgun. Tight formation out of the shotgun. And just walloped at the line of scrimmage.
Handoff goes up the middle, tackled for no gain.
That was number 35 on the tackle for the Wampus Cats.
Tristan
they gave it to Tristan Coben, but I thought it was Josh Morris. Maybe I'm wrong. That is 33. Sorry. 2nd down and 10, under a minute remaining here in the first quarter. And we got flags out on the field. Ball is placed at the 48. In Wampus Cat territory, it's a false start. Offense.
Against Lindsay,
So that'll drag them back a little bit here on 2nd down. 2nd down and 15. Cameron in the backfield. Shotgun. They're going to change the play here at the line of scrimmage and instead call a timeout. So timeout on the field. Kalen, what do you think so far?
So far, I've seen aggressiveness on both sides of the field, but one thing that I'm just eating this up is Atoka looks like a whole different team to me tonight. I think they really doubled down on the mistakes that they made from these previous 2 games, and they're making up for it tonight. I mean, our defense is tackling. Our offense is making plays. Special teams not looking too bad. I mean, right now we're playing solid football, but one thing you've got to remember is they've got to finish. I mean, my goodness, it's only the first quarter with, I can't see well, maybe 31 seconds left. 3:15, can't tell. Either way, long time to go in this ball game. So let's see if they can keep the fast-paced momentum and finish this one out with the first W.
31 seconds still to go in the first, and again, we've had some great offense. You know, Lindsay punted on their first possession, Atoka punted on theirs. And then since then, we had a 32-yard run for a touchdown. We had a 14-yard run for a touchdown, a 25-yard run for a touchdown, and then that 5-yard run for a touchdown. So the offenses have came alive here in the first quarter.
You betcha.
So we've got 2:15, 2nd down 15, 31 seconds to go in the first. Handoff off tackle, cuts upfield, big yardage. He is at the 20, 10, touchdown. Lindsay takes it the distance, 42 yards on the game.
Outside, down the sideline and in for the touchdown.
Who was that on the run to? Was that Aguero again?
Number 2.
Or no, that was Dutton.
Dutton.
Well, not what you wanted to see.
No, I wasn't expecting the Leopards to come out off a timeout and make a touchdown, but here they are making it happen.
22-14 is our score. Lindsay will opt to go for 2, dives into the end zone, and they're going to say he is short. So 22-14 is our score. 21 seconds remaining here in the second half, or the first quarter of play, and we'll be right back.
Ritter Express Pharmacy in Atoka has been serving as your local hometown team. Since 1972, the Ritter family has been dedicated to your health and well-being. Now with the 3rd generations in pharmacy school and medical school, they are continuing to strive to bring the latest in healthcare innovation to our community. They understand life is busy and have 2 convenient drive-through windows and are well known for their fast and friendly service. Ritter Express Pharmacy is very appreciative of the support of the community over the last 50 years and will continue to work hard and evolve to earn your business. If you need free delivery, a vaccination, a wheelchair, a brace, specialty compounding, a unique request, or just good medical advice you can trust from people that care and are invested in the community, then Ritter Express Pharmacy has you covered. Choose Ritter Express Pharmacy. Experience the personalized care you deserve. Ritter Express Pharmacy is your trusted partner in health.
Ameris State Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At Ameris State Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at ameristatebank.com. Ameris State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Wampus Cat Stadium, where the Leopards have just kicked to the Atoka Wampus Cats with a squib kick, more of an onside kick, and they were able to come up with that. So that is going to put the Leopards back on offense. Something unexpected that the Atoka Wampus Cat defense wasn't quite expecting. So that's going to put the Leopards at the 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap and the pass, and it is caught by number 23, Manuel Aguero, and he's taking it to the house for another 6.
And the pass is caught and run in 48 yards.
Unbelievable play calling by the Leopards.
Can you believe that? 2 quick scores like that. Your offense is coming out and showing off. Then you allow 2 quick scores in a matter of 12 seconds.
Yeah, this may be a more of an offensive battle game from what we've seen early here in the first quarter. First quarter.
And running right side. I think we got a hold to the outside.
Dutton Taylor made the attempt for the 2-point conversion. There's a flag on the play.
Good job, by the way, taking over for me while I was trying to fix the scoreboard camera.
Well, when your back's up against the wall, and sometimes you just got to jump up and do what's asked of you.
Good job. By the way, stick around for our halftime show that'll be coming up here in just a bit by Logan and Sons. Whether taking on a large commercial landscape or your own backyard, trust Logan and Sons with a full line of Steel, Hustler, Exmark, and Spartan Outdoor Power Equipment. Follow Logan and Sons on Facebook.
Yeah, go down there and visit Marcus and Nick, and they'll get you hooked up with some grade A lawn equipment.
Still going for it here on the 2-point conversion from the 13-yard line. Handoff right. Guerrero stopped in the backfield. No gain. It was a good tackle there to the left-hand side by Malachi Brooks. And 28-14 is our score. Atoka trails by 2 scores in Atoka with 12.1 seconds remaining in the first. We'll be right back.
A Chevy SUV, that is.
Genesis Abstract and Title is dedicated to doing things right while providing a positive customer experience. At Genesis Abstract, they use advanced technology such as fully automated records to expedite the process and avoid delays. Their friendly professionals are ready to serve you and will take care of every detail to make your buying and selling process an easy one. Genesis Abstract, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 410 East Court Street in Atoka. Your source for quality abstracts, title insurance, and excellent closing solutions.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Welcome back into the Ion Sports Network. 28-14 with 11 seconds remaining. Kickoff. Atoka will receive the football and start this drive at the 36-yard line.
Short kickoff again by the Leopards. It's an interesting play calling.
Needs 64 yards.
Great
Run,
move.
Left side.
Handoff goes to number 10, Ezekiel Brooks.
They give it to Brooks, who picks up positive yardage. Kind of ran that one off tackle a little.
Brooks filling in big time while JD's on IR.
Lindsay 28, Atoka 14.
And that is the end of our first quarter of play. Our score 28-14. We'll be back for the second quarter in just a few minutes.
My name is Judy Wheeler. I had a tooth pulled, and I didn't realize how valuable that tooth was till I couldn't chew on that side anymore. And Dr. Holcomb pulled that tooth for me, and then a short time later, I came back to work with the lady on the financing. There was no stress, there was no pressure, there was no anything. It's just this is what's available, and y'all can work it out the way that works for you. And we were able to work out a plan that everything just went like clockwork. Now I can chew again on that side.
This is Eric Studeville inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
Second quarter of action, Atoka trails 28-14, 12 minutes on the clock. As we are just now starting this second quarter of play. Atoka has the football as we switch sides. And Atoka's got the ball going south. Handoff. I believe that's Richardson on the carry. Picks up positive yardage. Atoka needs to get to the 46-yard line for a first down. It is currently second down and 1.
Richardson doing a really good job carrying the ball tonight for the Wampus Cats. Really happy with his talent that he's showed here tonight.
I believe that is the son of Tabitha Richardson.
Doing a great job.
And Highway Patrolman Richardson.
And the handoff
great people.
Up the middle once again. Gain of 3 on the play.
First down here for the Wampus Cats on that.
First down.
Quick little run.
Boy, 28-14 to start off the second quarter. How about that?
A tight one there in the beginning of that first quarter, and then Lindsay looked like they were going to kind of run away with it. Atoka trying to steal the momentum back. I formation again. Wide out set to the right, looking to pass, and miscommunication. And flying to the ground was Prince Coleman.
Yeah, Prince was looking for a flag on that. There was a
little bit of contact,
there was a missed assignment or some miscommunication on that play between Peyton and Prince. Prince was running a deeper route than what Peyton was anticipating him to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thrown the flag on that one.
No.
But yeah, it was miscommunication. Again, I formation here by the Wampus Cats. Trying to get the work done up front. 10:53 remaining in the second. And they're going to throw the outside, caught, and out of bounds near the painted numbers of the 40-yard line.
L.J. LeFavor on the reception for the Wampus Cats.
Ball is placed near side at the 39, or the 38.
And that is going to be a 9-yard get. No.
It looks like
that's going to be another Wampus Cat first down.
First down.
So Atoka moving the chains, needing the chain gang to put in work here on this drive.
Yeah, they've been making those boys work.
God, you get a score right here, you'd steal a little bit of momentum away from Lindsay after those two big scores in 12 seconds. Shot, or looking to throw, and it is almost intercepted. It was intended down the sidelines for, I believe, Brooks.
And that will bring up second down.
And it's tipped away. That's going to bring up second down and about, what is that, second down and 10.
Defended by Isaac Cameron.
Sixth play of the drive. The ball was placed at the 36 to get things started off. Atoka currently has it on Lindsay's 42-yard line. Wide receiver set off left. Near side hash. Handoff. Ezekiel Brooks picks up positive yardage and is down at about the 37.
And a 4 on the play, and there's a penalty flag.
And now we got flags. See who it comes, whether it's going to come back or move forward.
It's going to be a personal foul face mask on the Leopards.
So positive yardage, automatic first down, right?
So Atoka's going to benefit off of that. And you are correct. That is an 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Yeah, it's more than a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, the Wampus Cats are down 2 touchdowns here, but I'm not counting them out by no means. I think they're right here in this game.
Still plenty of time.
Just
downs 2 scores, and the Wampus Cats offense is driving. It's been a great game by Peyton Pugh so far. He has really done a good job of finding his open receivers. Prince with a couple of good catches. You had that big catch by L.J. Lefevre.
Yeah, the Wampus Cat wide receivers really doing their due diligence tonight, helping their team put some points on the board.
Ball is placed right at the 20. They've got to get to the 13-yard line for a first down. 2nd down and 7. 9:47 remaining. Second quarter. Handoff. Brooks cuts upfield and gets close to that first down marker. I wonder if they're going to give it to him right here.
Looks like he's going to be shy by just a yard.
We got 3rd down and 1.
Going to say his knee was down at the 14-yard line. So you are correct. It is going to be 3rd down and 1.
Man, Ezekiel Brooks having a tremendous job.
Richardson in the backfield with Brooks. And expect to see Richardson get this football as the middle linebackers come up. There's Richardson on the handoff and gets enough for the first down and a little extra as the ball is placed near the 10-yard line. So now it's first down and 10 for the Wampus Cats. They don't quite get it to the 10-yard line, so they've got to get to the 1-yard line for a first down.
Really enjoying Richardson at that fullback position, and I know I've touched on that several times, but just for an old school guy like myself, I like it when they hand it to the fullback.
I formation. Brooks caught in the backfield and swallowed up on the play that time. Gus Torres, the 6'3", 250-pound junior.
Yeah,
that's a big kid.
Brooks getting tangled up with Tylen Rector and hit one of his offensive linemen there, and they just kind of stumbled upon each other and didn't have anywhere to go.
That kid looks like Barry out there, but with muscle.
Yeah. You're right.
It really does. A little bit more athletic, too. No offense, Barry. Shotgun. And end round. Caught. Nowhere to go that time as the defense swallows up that play near the near side hash.
Malachi Brooks getting a chance to touch the football.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 3rd down.
So it is currently 7:46 in the second quarter here at Wampus Cat Stadium. The Wampus Cats in red zone territory.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10. It is the 10th play of the drive. And we've got a timeout called against the Wampus Cats. We'll keep it here. We've got 7:34 still remaining in the second half. I tell you what, the offensive line has played far better than they have in the first 2 games of the season and have looked really good.
I've seen improvement on both sides of the ball, and special teams is doing a great job tonight. I'm telling you, I don't know what Coach Cup put in the Gatorade this week, but it's working tonight.
Electrolytes. It's what the plants crave. 28-14 is the score. I tell you what, not just the offensive line, but, you know, the shiftiness of Brooks. They've really gone to Brooks in this game. They haven't gone away from him. And not only that, but Peyton Pugh has been phenomenal. I don't know if we've got his stats right now, in regards to throwing the football, but he has been really accurate today. Outside of that one mishap between wide receiver and quarterback, the miscommunication play, he's really been on the money, even with the deep ball.
Yeah. I mean, his passing, I think he's passed for over 100 yards here in this first half already with those two big plays.
Oh, just those two big plays alone.
Yes.
.734 remaining on the clock. Ball is placed at the 12-yard line. It is 3rd down and 11. Shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield. Looking to throw, looks left, goes sideline, and it is almost caught.
Nearly caught.
Falls out of the hands of the intended wide receiver as Prince just couldn't hold on to it. Boy, I thought he caught that for a second. I was holding my breath.
I did too.
Getting ready to say touchdown.
Last week's player of the week, by the way.
Yep.
Yep, great effort by Prince on that last play.
4th down and 11. What are you doing here?
I'm shooting for the end zone. You don't have anything to lose. And it actually looks like they're going to let
him kick it.
That's right.
4th down and 11, and they're going to kick for 3 points. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-17 is our score, and we return here back in Atoka after a short break to hear a few words from our local sponsors.
H&L Custom Processing is proud to support the Atoka Wampus Cats. A family-owned business by Gary and Charity Hensley, H&L offers custom processing of wild game as well as local livestock. H&L is USDA certified and makes it a goal to provide excellent service, cleanliness, and up-to-date processing services in their state-of-the-art facility. With immediate openings for beef and pork processing, H&L is here to help get your team ready for tailgating or backyard cookouts this season. Stop by and check out their facility in Colgate or call 580-258-0263 for more information.
Ameris State Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At Ameris State Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at ameristatebank.com. Ameris State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
What about the kicker, Timothy Wingo? And he kicks a 23-yard field goal and puts the Atoka Wampus Cats closer into scoring, tying distance, if you will. 28-17 is our score. And here's the kick. Wingo again. It's caught at the 21-yard line. Cuts upfield to the 40. He's taken off 50 to the 45 and pushed out of bounds. Big time run that time for number 22 of the Lindsay offense or special teams. That's Riker McCauley.
That'll bring up 1st down and 10 for the Leopards.
So good field position by Lindsay, and I'm telling you, special teams right now has really been hurting the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, they've made a couple of minor mistakes that's really bitten them, but I look to see that improved upon as halftime is lingering.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers set right, 2 to the left. No running back in the backfield. It is a 5-wide set. Now getting into the backfield is Dutton as he is in motion. And they're going to look to throw, and it looks like the wide receiver slipped on the play. It was intended for McCauley.
Yeah, lost
McCauley
his shoe.
fell down.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
McCauley losing his shoe, causing him to slip and causing a 2nd and 10 for the Leopards.
Stick around for the halftime show once again. That's going to be brought to you by Logan & Sons. 2nd down and 10 with 7:10 still remaining in the second quarter. This game has been going a long time. It's the end round, left side towards the near hash, and tackled at about the 41-yard line. It was a nice pickup for positive yardage. That time on the run was Aiden Beck.
Yeah, and Austin Jackson was hunting him down from the backfield. Doing a good job staying in the play, trying to get off his block and make that tackle.
Third down and 5 is the call. 2 wide receivers set off to the near side, one set far. Handoff, Dutton, and that should be enough for the first down.
Handoff goes up the middle for a gain of 4 on the play.
Actually, they may spot this one short.
And that's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Yeah, they're going to say it's 4th down and 1. Shotgun. Dutton, handoff, off tackle. Breaks the outside. Hits the second level and is stuffed out of bounds close to the 22-yard line. Boy, Atoka seems to struggle with Dutton's speed to the outside right now.
Yeah, and the Leopards have been making some offensive play calls that I think Atoka is having trouble shifting and adjusting to.
Shotgun formation. 1st down and 10 for Lindsay. 28-17 is our score. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Shotgun. Option. Pitches. Cuts up. 10. Space. Touchdown. Dutton on a big touchdown. And again, a play to the outside. Nobody there to cover. Hits the second level and is in for the touchdown.
Dutton's a pretty good sized boy. I mean, he's 6 foot 190. Been having a lot of rushing yards in this first half for the Leopards. Taking a toss sweep to the right-hand side and putting 6 more on the board as the Leopards come up to the line to attempt another 2-point conversion as the quarterback goes back to pass to the end zone, and it is caught.
Caught for 2.
And the 2-point conversion is good. 5 minutes.
So 36-17 is our score. We'll be back in just a minute on the Ion Sports Network.
17.
Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma has some exciting news. Opening this fall, the new location at 457 South Mississippi Avenue in Atoka will open. This large, modern health center will be able to provide comprehensive health care complete with an in-house discount pharmacy, serving all patients, regardless of their ability to pay. Same-day appointments available, accepting insured and non-insured patients alike. Open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Fridays 7:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit the current location at 1556 South Virginia Avenue. Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma. The right team making a difference.
45% of people put off buying life insurance according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local farmer's agent, Lucinda Holland, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3745.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and Life Happens in 2021.
Ball is caught at the 18-yard line, cutting up the field close to about the 38-yard line. And that is where Atoka should start, maybe at the 37. And it's a good return here for the Wampus Cats. On the return was Zach Jim, also the backup quarterback.
Yep, good return for Jim.
He's a quick kid, too.
Yep, the 5'11 junior, 190 pounds.
Came in last year at the beginning of the year and had a really good game against Ringling, and actually started 2 games at quarterback last year before Peyton Pugh came back from injury. Pugh looking to go deep down the sidelines, and it is dropped, intended for the hands of Prince Coleman. But double coverage prevailed on that one. And it's 2nd down and 10, 5:38 still remaining in the second.
Yeah, I'm afraid the Leopards may have Atoka's number on Prince. They're double teaming him, not allowing him to break free as he did earlier in the game.
I think if you're Atoka right now, especially in the passing game, you want to maybe try the small ball here. We've gone for the big shots early on. Get the ball out of Peyton's hand pretty quick, and now down is Ezekiel. And so we've got an injured player. And he gets up on his own. He's a tough kid, man.
Just a little shooken up.
He's trying to get up and walk it off. Boy, hopefully he's going to be all right. We've got a quick timeout on the field to tend to him. He didn't want to be helped up by any of the coaching staff.
No.
He wanted to get up on his own.
No, he was trying to shake that off and stay in there, and they said, no, son, you're going to have to take a short breather. But how about Tylen Rector, it's hard to say, coming, pulling the block and getting a great block for Brooks on that last carry. Great job by the offensive lineman. Can't forget about those guys up front. They're battling up front for you, trying to do a good job. Make you some holes, get some yardage.
I formation. Pugh looking to throw. Goes deep. Nobody in the vicinity, and it's intercepted by the defense. And caught by Isaac Cameron, who plays defensive back and quarterback for the Leopards. And so a turnover on downs, or turnover by interception, and the ball will be placed at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Peyton put just a little bit too much juice on that one and allowed Isaac Cameron to come up with the interception. So that's going to put the Wampus Cats back on defense with 5:17 to play in the second quarter.
Actually, you can spot this at the 38. $62 yards to drive for Lindsay. 36 to 17. 5:17 remaining. They're going to hand this one off outside again. Cuts past one tackle. Jukes past the 50-yard line and is downed at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I see the Leopards still using a lot of toss sweeps, some misdirection for their offensive play calling. And Atoka's defensive ends having a hard time coming off that block and helping their corners try and make those open field tackles.
5 wide for the Leopards. Man in motion. They're going to let Cameron keep it. Cuts to the right side of the field. Gets up past the first down marker. Flags on the field, so I think we're going to have this one coming back. And I believe this one's going to go against the offense. Well, those Huskers looking good right now, 17-10.
Looking for a 4-0 start.
First time since 2008?
At least. I mean, I know it's been well over a good decade before they've had a good start, but nonetheless.
Back when you had Adama Kunsu out there on the defensive side.
That Rex Burkhead there running the ball for him.
Rex Burkhead did some favors for me in fantasy football, which has not gone well for me this year, just FYI. First down and 10. Shotgun, two wide receivers set to the left and right. Ball is placed down the middle of the field at the 44-yard line, or the 43-yard line. Looking to pass. Defense swarming and caught in the backfield. The ball is out and Atoka falls on top. Big hit that time
How about Austin Jackson coming in there with a big hit for the Wampus Cats?
Wow. I'm telling you, the defense needed that for momentum. And now Atoka's set up with great field position.
Yeah, these are the positive things that you're looking for in a football game of this magnitude.
Yeah, Shy Walker, or Washington, falling on the football. And Atoka will get the ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Austin Jackson letting Isaac Cameron know that he's in his house.
So Atoka only has 30 yards to go with 4:19 remaining. Do you try to burn that time off the clock?
You may want to play a little bit conservative, being that they're up by 2 touchdowns, but still aggressive enough to put one in the end zone.
Atoka had too many men on the field. And flag. I don't know if Richardson got off the field in time. I don't think Peyton Pugh. Yep. Too many men on the field.
Illegal substitution against.
Or I guess, yeah, legal substitution.
5-yard penalty.
Well, let's talk on that for a minute. Last week in Colgate, I saw the Wampus Cats. They had several penalties. Now, fast forward 1 week. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the first penalty of the entire game. Second penalty the entire game
against Atoka. Pugh will keep it. Runs up the middle. He's dragged from behind, but he picks up positive yardage. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard gain, and it'll bring up still 10 yards to go. Atoka's got to get it to the 20-yard line. Second down and 10.
Man, Peyton Pugh having a great game so far in this first half for the Wampus Cats. Please don't quote me on any of this, but I'm almost positive that he's had over 100 yards passing and several yards rushing. We'll have those statistics there for you there at halftime.
The Wampus Cat coaches were wanting the clock to start. Caught at the 30, down to about the 20, or kind of at the 25, and down close to the 20-yard line. That is going to be close to the first down.
Gain of 9 on the
Yeah, they're going to call it 3rd down and 1.
3rd down.
Good catch by number 9, Kaiser Mullins.
Shotgun once again. Ball placed down the middle of the field at the 20. And it's a screen left side. And gets enough for the first down.
Pass is caught by number 2, Prince Coleman.
As Coleman on the reception. Coleman's down.
Timeout on the field for an injured player.
And he appears to be shooken up just a little bit.
Yeah, he's down on the field. So while they attend to the injured player, we'll take a break. It is the Ion Sports Network. Our score at the current moment with 3:08 is 36-17.
At D&H Tires, all they do is rims and tires. That means when you buy from D&H, you're getting the best deal from experts that know. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even ag equipment. If it needs rubber to roll, then you need D&H Tires. The best deals on tires and rims in Atoka and Cole County. So hurry into D&H Tires, 309 South Mississippi in Atoka, and follow D&H Tire on Facebook for their ever-changing specials. D&H Tires, tires for everyone's budget.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in. 3:08 remaining in the second quarter of play. 36-17 is our score. Atoka with the football. First down and 10. Prince hobbled off to the sidelines. They're going to take a look at him, make sure he's okay. Shotgun for the Wampus Cats, and it is caught near the 15-yard line. Pushes up past the 10-yard line. It should be enough for a first down. And that was a nice passing catch that time, intended for Keaton, or Javen Keaton. Javen Keaton.
Don't mispronounce his name.
I did it last week.
I know. His mom is listening in.
I know.
I do not want her angry with us.
Oh, she's a nice lady, but she can be mean. Love you, Wanda. Atoka coming out in shotgun. Ball is placed at the far hash. Defense in the backfield. Pugh nowhere to go. 3 Leopards surrounding him, and he's still able to get a little bit of positive. Well, I guess he got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 2 on the play, brings up second.
No, they say he lost 2. For some reason, I thought that ball was placed at the 7.
I thought that as well. Peyton kind of had to scramble
I guess
there for
the ball
a second.
the ball was placed at the 7. Quarterback keeper caught in the backfield, and Peyton Pugh is down.
Quarterback run up the middle. No gain
Probably
on the play.
met hard by number 54, Scott Jones of the Leopards.
Well, they said no gain on the play, but I think he lost a yard. So that's going to bring up third down again.
And we have a timeout.
And we've got a timeout on the field as our score is 36-17. We'll be back here on the KHKC Sports Network in just a few minutes. Our time on the clock, 1:16 remaining to go in the second.
Ritter Express Pharmacy in Atoka has been serving as your local hometown team. Since 1972, the Ritter family has been dedicated to your health and well-being. Now with the third generations in pharmacy school and medical school, they are continuing to strive to bring the latest in healthcare innovation to our community. They understand life is busy and have 2 convenient drive-through windows and are well known for their fast and friendly service. Ritter Express Pharmacy is very appreciative of the support of the community over the last 50 years and will continue to work hard and evolve to earn your business. If you need free delivery, a vaccination, a wheelchair, a brace, specialty compounding, a unique request, or just good medical advice you can trust from people that care and are invested in the community, then Ritter Express Pharmacy has you covered. Choose Ritter Express Pharmacy. Experience the personalized care you deserve. Ritter Express Pharmacy is your trusted partner in health.
Ameris State Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and
Welcome back into the Ion Sports Network. Our score 36-17. Lindsay on top. Atoka with the football. It's third down and 10, trying to punch in one score with just 1:16 remaining on the clock. Quick timeout called by the Wampus Cats. And 3 wide receivers set off right. There's Peyton rolling into the end zone, and he is in for the score. Beautiful pass towards the corner of the end zone for number 9, Kaiser Mullins, the 6'2", 165-pound junior. Beautiful rollout that time by Peyton Pugh. And Atoka tacks on 6 more points.
Yeah, something dearly needed for the Wampus Cats right here before halftime was to put some more points on the board and creep back up on the Leopards and try and get back in this ball game a little bit.
They're only down 13 right now. Atoka is going to go for the extra point. Wingo set to kick this one. The snap is bobbled, and the kick is still up and in. 24 points for the Wampus Cats. 36 for Lindsay. And we'll keep it here for just a minute. So We got a minute 13 remaining. A lot better drive. Obviously, it started off with the defensive play by the Wampus Cats. They were able to get the fumble.
Yeah, Austin Jackson.
Just the third play of Lindsay's drive on that last possession and take it 30 yards for a score.
Yeah, Austin Jackson making a major hit on the quarterback for the Leopards, Isaac Cameron, and giving the Wampus Cats an opportunity to recover that football and put it back on offense and put one more in the end zone here right before halftime. It's a tremendous effort.
Mullins on the 10-yard catch for a touchdown, his first of the season. 36-24 is our score. And right now, offensively, Atoka has looked better than they have the entire season against a Lindsay defense that is actually pretty darn impressive. They've switched things up a little bit. They've gone to the air a little bit more in this one, and Peyton Pugh has been on the money when he's needed to be, rolling out the pocket and making those throws. Caught at the 20-yard line is bobbled, and now Lindsay picks it up, rolls right side of the field towards the painted numbers of the 30-yard line, up to the 40, down at about the 49 on the opposing side of the field, and that was a big-time run by Lindsay. I believe that was number 22, Riker McCauley?
That was a big-time tackle by Tegan Richardson, number 45 for the Wampus Cats. That could have been a touchdown-saving tackle there.
That was Aiden Beck. Aiden Beck on the run. So a minute 5 remaining in the first half of play. Kalen, what have you seen so far?
So far, I've seen tremendous improvement by the Wampus Cats over this past week. I can't tell you how excited I am to see that much of an improvement in just 1 week of gameplay. I've seen improvement on special teams, offense, defense, you name it. I mean, they're all over the place tonight. This is a high-scoring football game.
Stick around for the halftime show brought to you by Logan & Sons coming up here in just a minute 5 as it's shotgun and double end round. Atoka gets into the backfield but misses on the tackle, and now up to the 30 as he goes far side towards the painted numbers and down at about the 49-yard line. Big pickup there on the end round by Lindsay, and again we see that by number 23, Manuel Aguero, who is just having a phenomenal game. The speed, he's 5'4", 175 pounds as a junior, and he has been lighting up in rushing yards here in the first half.
Yeah. Shamia Davis, number 27, with the tackle there for the Wampus Cats.
And we've got another timeout called, 53 seconds remaining. I just got over here by the PA guy. Bray just got me with the
that guy.
That guy. Oh, man. Big shout out to Atoka Public Schools as well.
Yeah, how about that AV crew that's doing a tremendous job on the cameras this evening?
Very good job.
Always enjoy getting to see students being incorporated into the media process.
You've got your Nebraska game going on right now.
I kid you not. I just can briefly look at it because I'm focused right here, right now with what we're doing.
I'm actually really surprised, too. I haven't seen you look down at the score at all.
You're not going to catch me slipping.
Under a minute to go. Lindsay with the football. It is first down and 10. $36. Lindsay's score, 24 for Atoka. Down by 12 on their home field. Lindsay's going to come out in a shotgun set. 2 wide receivers set off to each side. The ball is actually placed on the far side hash at the 48-yard line.
See some friendly conversation taking place between the offensive, defensive linemen out there.
Aguero has now moved into the backfield for Lindsay opposed to Dutton. Cameron will take the snap. looking to throw. Defense swarming from behind. Cameron takes off and picks up about 7 on the gain. 48 seconds remaining and gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yes, sir, he does.
Gain of 8 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So the Leopards looking to score one more time right here before half.
It would be huge if Atoka was able to stop Lindsay from putting points on the board before going into halftime. Shotgun, looking to throw wide open, caught at the 25. He's got space, dodges past one tackle, still on his feet, and down at about the 8-yard line. Big play, passing catch from Cameron.
Pass is caught by the
Wade
Leopards.
McCall on the
Back
tackle there for the
inside
Wampus
line.
Cats.
Timeout on the field
The
by the Leopards.
reception was good for Crew Flood, the 5'9", 160-pound freshman at that. Threw a little bit high, got his hands up on the ball, and was able to take it for a big gain.
Yeah, he squeaked in right behind the linebackers and the safety in the middle of the field and was wide open. Isaac Cameron doing a good job sitting back in the pocket and keeping his eyes forward upfield, seeing his receivers.
We talk about, the beginning of the game, both teams punting 4 and out, and then since then it's been all offense in this game. It started off with that big run by Taylor. Dutton, 32-yard run. They got the 2-point conversion to make things 8-0. And then you had that 14-yard run by Brooks in the first quarter of play to make it 8-7. Wampus Cats at that time trailed by just 1. Lindsay came out with those 2 huge plays for about 40 yards each, and then that 25-yard touchdown and 2-point conversion. Pass, left side of the field. It's caught at the 2-yard line as Dutton turns around to make the catch, and he's in for the touchdown.
Pass is complete.
Yes, sir.
Taking across
Touchdown,
the goal line
Leopards.
For the touchdown.
Right out of my view.
Yeah, that was number 3, the quarterback, Isaac Cameron, looking at his wide receiver, number 2, Dutton Taylor, which those two have been in contact all evening right here in this first half.
Shotgun. Handoff to Dutton on the end round, and he's caught in the backfield. The 2-point conversion is not successful. And 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 42-24 is our score. Well, ultimately you want to put points on the board before you go into half, but you're going to have to do it with 34 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. It is the Ion Sports Network.
Genesis Abstract and Title is dedicated to doing things right while providing a positive customer experience. At Genesis Abstract, they use advanced technologies such as fully automated records to expedite the process and avoid delays. Their friendly professionals are ready to serve you and will take care of every detail to make your buying and selling process an easy one. Genesis Abstract, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 410 East Court Street in Atoka. Your source for quality abstracts, title insurance, and excellent closing solutions.
Welcome back in as our score at the current moment is 42-24.
There's an injured Leopard down on the field currently.
Let's go back and look at that play by Lindsay before we went to break. Pass, left side of the field. It's caught at the 2-yard line as Dutton turns around to make the first tackle. And too many times we've seen a Wampus Cat defender fall off at that first initial tackle, and then Lindsay is able to pick up an extra 10, 15, sometimes 25 yards on the gain.
Yeah, the coaches are going to have to reiterate at halftime that first contact you have to wrap up. first contact has to wrap up. If you, I mean, hang on to him because help is coming.
Seen some big plays tonight.
What a high-scoring game we have in the first half, 42-24.
Go back and look at a play here in just a few seconds. Look at this. Back to throw, going deep, and it's caught.
What a beautiful
Diving
catch.
to the 20. What a catch. Seen some good plays. We'll talk about these things at the halftime, which is brought to you by Logan & Sons. Whether taking on large commercial landscapers or your own backyard, trust Logan & Sons. Here's the kick, and it is a short squib kick, caught past the 30, down at the 35, maybe the 36. And Atoka has 29 seconds to put points on the board before we go into halftime.
Will take over first down and 10.
Yeah, so let's see how aggressive here Coach Cup gets on his offensive play calling right here before halftime. I'm curious if he tries to pull any tricks out of his hat.
Well, you got to get the ball downfield, ultimately. You don't want to go into the half down by this number. Down 18 at the current moment. You were down, 24 at one point? 21?
Yes,
21 at one point. Shotgun for the Wampus Cats. One wide receiver set left, two set to the right. Rolling is Peyton Pugh. Caught, nope, out of the hands of the intended wide receiver for the Wampus Cats. That was intended for Brooks near the 50-yard line.
Incomplete.
And it'll bring up second down and 10.
Hey, Mike, one thing that I've observed up here in the booth looking down on the Wampus Cat sideline is number 10, Ezekiel Brooks, has really been trying to get stretched out and back into this ball game.
22 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Shotgun. Rolling out. Peyton Pugh to the 30. And throws this one. It is off the hands of a Lindsay defender. Crew Flood almost intercepted that football. And it brings up third down and 10 with 15.3 seconds to go. Nebraska scores 17-10 right now. Tough game to get college football started off this. Well, I guess the big game started off this week.
It's going to be my big game right now, I can tell you that much.
Did you actually record it? That's the question.
No.
You can go back and watch it, don't worry.
But it's okay. I'm going to be okay.
You can go back and watch it. 15.3 seconds remaining. Shotgun. Pugh takes the snap, rolls out right side, throws this one, caught at the 45-yard line. No, they say he dropped it. And the pass is incomplete. It was intended for number 23, L.J. Lefebvre. Now, he had that big catch there in the first quarter of play on that second drive of the game that put Atoka into scoring position for the first time tonight. However, we haven't seen anything since about 6 minutes into the first quarter of play.
Yeah, he's remained a little bit quiet, but he was upset with himself on that last catch because he had it and it ended up slipping through his hands.
Again, the score 42-24. There's 9.2 seconds still remaining. Get a chance if you didn't get to listen to the podcast by the Atoka Wampus Cats. We're going to give you a chance to listen to it once again. Here at halftime, Atoka has started a podcast, especially a sports podcast, So we'll let you listen into that one more time. But our score here at the half, 42-24. And we'll be back here on the Wampus Cat Sports Network, KHKC 102.1 FM. It is halftime in Atoka.
What's up, everybody? This is Peyton Pugh and LJ LaFavor on the mic right now. And we are a special duo here. So, LJ, we're going to talk about high school, districts. We're going to talk about everything that we can try to cover together. So, go and get us going. What do you think we should start
I think
with?
we should start on last weekend, man. Everybody expected a big coming, but we did not show up to play. And honestly, I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart. That's probably the worst we have ever played since I've been here. We absolutely got blew through by a team that should not have blown us out. At the end of the day, there's no fixing it, and we're just gonna have to build on what we got and try to go in next week and get a win against Lindsay.
To go off what he said, I mean, at the end of the day, it was a non-district game, but the game mattered deeply to all of us. It mattered deeply to our community. So we're sorry to our community for how the game went, and all we can do now is build off of it and go win district, go clinch a playoff spot. And I mean, because at the end of the day, you have to look at the bright side of things. What matters more, the trophy or clinching a spot in the playoffs and then being at home? I know they're our rivals, so.
Yeah, I think Lindsay is a very similar team to Colgate, the way they play. I think Colgate had better receivers, but I think the quarterback, the line's a little better. I think the quarterback's about the same. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup this week. You know, you got Coach Sharp coming back after he left us, so we got a little bit of bad blood there. You know, I love Coach Sharp, but not anymore. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the student section's going to be going crazy up there and cheering us on. And I expect to see a few anti-Coach Sharp shirts because they tend to bring it. I mean, shout out to our student section. I mean, I know there's not a whole lot of y'all, but y'all show up and y'all are ready. And I know the incident that happened at Colgate is something that is crazy, should not have happened. But y'all just do y'all's thing, keep supporting us, and we appreciate y'all from the bottom of our heart.
So to bring back up Ringling, in my opinion, we played really good against Ringling. Defensive-wise, our offense could have been a little better, but the defense was there, that's for sure. We made a lot of mistakes on special teams, and I blame that for the loss, but it is what it is. We're going to continue to get better. You know, there's nothing we can do now. We're 0-2. I think we're going to continue, and we're going to take all that momentum from Colgate and the way how beat up all of us. So I think we're going to go in and make a name, try to get a win against Lindsay. They play in a tough district, so they're going to come out to play. They play against, like, Washington, Kingston. There's some really good teams in their district. And they're going to have to fight and claw for a playoff spot if they really want one. So they're going to try to come in and blow us out so they can just go in with one win into districts. But I think we're looking for about the same thing. I don't think our district's quite as tough as theirs. But first off in districts, we got Wilburton, and they're looking for a win. They are on a 22-game losing streak. Yeah. So I think that's going to be something. I think they're going to come to play. I think it's going to be a little surprising, but if we take care of business, we can handle them.
I think really to go off what you said about Lindsay has always gave us issues every year since I've been the starter. I mean, they come ready to play. We played on my sophomore year here at Atoka, and they came ready to play. And I think there's a lot of anger built up towards them, just like there was Ringling. I mean, Ringling, that game hurt really bad because we had lost them for 3 years straight, and it's kind of like the way Colgate was. You know, Colgate had lost us 5 years in a row, and there's no doubt that did not linger in their head all the time. They probably came in that game, and they wanted it. They wanted to win that game, and I expect us versus Lindsay this week just want it. Like, we want to beat them guys.
Yeah, like Peyton said, you know, it's our last opportunity. We've played Lindsay every year. I've played football here. So we actually want to come out and we want to whoop Lindsay and actually get a win against them. That's how we were against Ringling. It didn't go our way. You know, there's nothing we can do about it now, but there's something we can do about Lindsay. So we're all preparing, doing our best to get ready for it. What do you think about districts, Peyton? How do you think the districts are lining up?
I think our district is shaping up. I think I could see it being a head-on collision course for us in Vian if we play the way we are coached to play and know how to play. Like, we got a straight shot to Vian for the 1 seed, to be honest. Henrietta, they look good, but they really haven't played anybody tough.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of things that people who aren't real familiar with the sport don't understand is, like, you could go out here, play a bad team, and beat them. So you can go in the districts 3-0 But like in the past years, we came into districts, 1 and 2, 0 and 3, because Coach Cup, he embraces scheduling hard teams for us because he believes that you play hard teams at the beginning, you can scratch out all the mistakes and zero in on them.
Exactly. Like last game, that was awful. I won't lie to you. We had a lot of mistakes, a lot of, things we needed to work on, and we're going to get them taken care of so that doesn't happen again. We just simply came out unprepared, and I won't lie, a little cocky. 5 years in a row, you expect to just come out and whoop them, and the Colgate team came to play. They're a great coach team. They got some great athletes out there, but at the end of the day, we just didn't come prepared. So I think going on to Lindsay, seeing that, we're a little more hungry because they've beaten us a lot in the past, and I feel like we're at the Colgate side of that now, and I'm just ready for it. What do you think?
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
At D&H Tires, all they do is rims and tires. That means when you buy from D&H, you're getting the best deal from experts that know. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even ag equipment. If it needs rubber to roll, then you need D&H Tires. The best deals on tires and rims in Atoka and Cole County. So hurry into D&H Tires, 309 South Mississippi in Atoka, and follow D&H Tire on Facebook for their ever-changing specials. D&H Tires, tires for everyone's budget.
This is Eric Studeville, inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Studeville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and StudevilleChevrolet.com.
And Studeville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka, and StudevilleFord.net.
The Studeville family of dealerships,
proudly serving you and your communities.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Colgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
Welcome back. It is halftime in Atoka as our score is 42-24, and Lindsay on top. Boy, what a first half we had in Atoka. Lindsay was just scoring all over the place, it felt like. Atoka couldn't seem to get the stop on defense when they needed to at the very end. They were down by 12 at one point with just a minute remaining in the game. Lindsay was able to drive the distance of the field for a touchdown with just seconds left on the clock. I believe Atoka had 34 seconds remaining on the drive, or 42 seconds remaining on the drive. They weren't able to get a score in, and we come into the second half by a score, again, of 42-24.
Yeah, I really think the turning point of this ball game was there was a timeout that was called by the Leopards, and after that timeout, they ended up getting a touchdown out of that timeout, and then upon kickoff, they did a squib kick, onside kick, if you will, and ended up recovering that and scored a drive there. So there's going for the 2-point conversions on both times as well. So that's 14 points right out of the gate right there. So if you subtract those two, what I'm going to call minor plays, I mean it's still a high-scoring game, but it puts the Wampus Cats closer in to a closer ball game.
Currently halftime. Let's take a look at our scoring drive summaries. And by the way, your halftime show is brought to you by Logan & Sons. Whether taking on large commercial landscapers or your own backyard, trust Logan & Sons with a full line of Stihl, Hustler, Exmark, and Spartan Outdoor power equipment. Follow Logan & Sons on Facebook. Lindsay came out in the first drive. They started off with a football. That means Atoka will get the football to start the second half. It was a punt for Lindsay on 4 plays. Great defense to start the game off for Atoka. And then Atoka comes out in their first offensive position, and 4 plays later, they punt the football away. And then since then, again, it has been nothing but just offense for both teams. You know, you had a 69-yard drive on the second possession for Lindsay as they go up 8-0 with a 2-point conversion and a 32-yard run by Taylor Dutton, the running back. Atoka came out 6 plays later in a 14-yard run by Brooks to make the score 8-7. Atoka trailed at that time as they went for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion. It was a 68-yard drive on that one. So both of them seemed like the offenses were going to pick up. Then Lindsay on a 60-yard drive, a 20-yard TD to Aguero in a 2-point conversion. That was a big run for Lindsay. Made the score 16-17. Atoka came out 5 plays in a 5-yard run by Richardson to make the score 14-16. Now, that was the drive that you saw that big play by Prince Coleman and really set the tone offensively for the Wampus Cats there in that first quarter play. We're still in the first quarter right now. I mean, all the scoring really happened there in the first. Lindsay came out another 60. It was a 60-yard drive, and then a 42-yard run by Dutton to make the score 28-14 at that time. Then there was the special team woes for the Atoka Wampus Cats. Lindsay scores another touchdown within 12 seconds there in the first half. Then we head into the second half, 28-17, after Atoka hits a 23-yard field goal by Timothy Wingo, which was a beautiful kick.
Which was awesome.
It was a great kick. They started that drive off, though, at the 36-yard line. So they got it to about, the 10-yard line, and they were drove back on that play. So kind of a miss, cue offensively there for the Wampus Cats in position, but they do get the 3 points on the board. And that's what matters. When you can get points, get the points. And that's what Atoka did. A 22-yard run on the next drive on 3 plays for the Lindsay. Special teams has been incredible for Lindsay. They have put themselves in great field position through the course of this game, and that has been a big difference so far in regards to Lindsay's drives because they haven't had to work with a ton of field, especially in the second half. So 22-yard run by Dutton, who's having a phenomenal game tonight. That made the score 36-17, and then Atoka came out, an interception. Cameron, the quarterback, intercepted it, but Atoka was able to cause a fumble on the next defensive possession, set them up in possession for a 10-yard catch by Mullins to make the score 36-24, and then, of course, Lindsay goes on top there, as I stated at the beginning of my summary drive, to in the second half. So when you look at that right now, offensively it has looked good, but the defense has kind of struggled a little bit against the outside run by Lindsay.
Yeah, and the Leopards have really been using a lot of misdirection. They've been using halfback sweeps, reverses, double reverses, quite a bit of motion. And Atoka's defensive ends are having a hard time coming off those tackles and trying to get those tackles out in the flats. Now, to switch gears and go to Atoka's offense, they've been moving the ball around really well. A lot of people have been touching the ball. Prince Coleman and our quarterback, and Peyton Pugh. Peyton Pugh has been having a phenomenal night. He's been having a really good game. Our kicker, Tim Wingo, has been putting work in. He put some points on the board for us, ended up getting a tackle off of a kickoff return. So a lot of guys out there doing a great job. I really think that it's just a couple small things. I'm not going to let the score right now dictate as to what Atoka's performance has looked like so far in this first half. But really looking forward to seeing the adjustments coming out of halftime to see if Atoka can reel this in a little bit closer and potentially come out on top.
Yeah, I agree. My question is, what do you do if you're Atoka, especially for those outside runs? Because it looks like Atoka has tried running contain to the outside, but it's that first initial tackle that Atoka has not been able to wrap up the runner at the line of scrimmage, and then you see he out for a couple of weeks. We're not sure the full detail. Ezekiel Brooks, too. Man, let me tell you, this kid, his
yards, YAC, yards after the catch. And what it is it's on the initial contact. We're not wrapping up on defense, and they're just getting 5, 6, 7 yards after an initial contact, and that's not going to cut it. We've got to improve upon formation. Here's the snap and the pass, and it is caught by number 23, Manuel Aguero, and he's taking it to the house for another 6.
And the pass is caught and run in 48 yards.
Unbelievable.
Real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in a
by the Leopards.
Fast and friendly service.
Cameron has thrown the ball very well tonight. Again, just a sophomore, looks really good, looks comfortable, back in the pocket, and a lot of that has to do with the offensive line by Lindsay. Lindsay has come out and really pushed the defense around, and that's another reason why, Lindsay has been able to get those breakaway plays for big yardage. Atoka's got to figure out how to take the big yard plays away to keep Lindsay out of the second and third levels and make this small ball. If they can make it small ball in the first half, you have a chance to get back into the ball game.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. The Leopards, their offensive linemen are making it into the second level, and they're getting in and causing a lot of ruckus with the linebackers of Atoka, making it really difficult to sit back and read their keys and try and step up into these holes and also get out into the flats and help their cornerbacks cover out there in the flats as well. So excited to see some changes being made coming up right here in the second half.
We're going to take a quick break. Our score at the break is 42-24, halftime in Atoka. Lindsay on top of the Wampus Cats. We'll return in just a few minutes after we hear a few words from our local sponsor. It is KHKC 102.1 FM.
The RX shop is now under new ownership. Jason and Sedana Lanig and their 2 daughters are longtime residents of Caney and are looking forward to continuing the same great service for you and your family. They're excited for this opportunity to serve our community and invite you to let them help you with your healthcare needs. Call 580-889-3331, 580-889-3331, or come by 872 West 13th Street in Atoka. RX Shop thanks you for shopping local.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Colgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
Some of it's
yeah. Sometimes I send you some good stuff on Facebook, but I'll tell you this: I've literally okay. So, welcome back. By the way, 42-24 is our score before we start the second half. I literally at work when I do Mix 96.1 in the morning show, there will be a good hour portion of the show where I'm literally on my Facebook sending messages to all my friends, on those video reels that they have. I've been following a lot of, Oh, what's that guy's name? I can't even think. I'll have to pull it up here in just a second. But that's what I've been sending you, and I never see you answer any of my messages that I send to you. Come on, man.
I know. For anyone that's listening, you have to understand. I most of the time I don't even have my phone on me. I've got my headphones in, and we're building cabinets like crazy out there at Forest Hill Cabinets. But yeah, I just ignore my phone for the most part. It could be a 4-hour gap before I get back to you, unless you call me, unless someone calls me.
My question, I'm going to put you on the spot. How come you aren't advertising?
You know, that's a good question. We should
good
talk to John
question.
and Amanda about that.
We need to, don't we?
Yes, we should.
42-24. By the way, if you are looking to advertise in the broadcast, you can do so. Just call KHKC's telephone number, and we will get you set up. Video presentation, again, brought to you by AmeriState Bank, as we are set to end halftime in just a few minutes. Both teams coming out onto the field right now. Your halftime show is brought to you by Logan & Sons. Roaming the neighborhood or the back 40. Do it in an Intimidator, UTV, or an NV crossover. Test drive one today at Logan & Sons in Atoka. Kalen.
Yes, sir.
Big second half for the Wampus Cats. They've got to figure out something defensively to slow down the offense of Lindsay. Again, they have tried contain. It's mainly about making that first initial tackle. Stop allowing Lindsay to get, what, as you said, yak yardage, and slow down, make this a small game. And if they can do that here in the second half, you have a chance.
Yeah, I fully agree with you, and that's one thing that I can almost guarantee you that was talked about during halftime as both teams make their way out onto the field to begin warming up to begin second half play here. But yeah, our defensive ends have got to get free off those tackles and be able to contain on the outside, because from what I've seen up here in the booth this evening, our defensive coverage have went man on the outside. So I can only assume, because I'm not too familiar with the Leopards, and I apologize for that. They may have a couple weapons that we haven't seen come alive here tonight, and right now we don't need that.
Well, I'm excited about the second half. Again, it's been great offense for both teams. 24 points. I mean, you got to think, you scored 24 points in the first half. If you're Atoka, you should be in this ball game, but you gave up 42 points in the first half. So you got to find a way to slow down, again, the offense, still continue to put up points. But, again, small ball, that's what Atoka needs to get to, making Lindsay play small.
Yeah, so there in that first half, when I'm going to reiterate on what I mentioned just a few minutes ago, there was a point where the Leopards had come out of a timeout. They had made a touchdown after that timeout, and upon the kickoff, they had done an onside kick, recovered that, and ended up scoring a touchdown off of that. That's 16 points? So if you deduct 16 points right now, it's 26-24. So that right there was your two mistakes that just kind of have lengthened the Wampus Cats' reach right here. So best case scenario, Atoka gets a couple gets a couple turnovers rather, and they're right back in this ball game too. It's been an exciting first half of play, and man, I'm ready to go. Are they ready to go? Because I'm ready to go.
2 quarters still remaining in this game as we end halftime. Again, brought to you by Logan & Sons in Atoka. The Wampus Cats will get the football to start off the second half and see what they can do offensively. We'll see if Brooks is still shaken up after the first half. He didn't come back into the game, and I'm looking for him on the sidelines right now.
You're not going to see him on the sidelines. He's out there in the backfield ready to receive.
He's back. Ezekiel Brooks back in the backfield. Malachi Brooks set back to receive as well. And Jim in the backfield for the Wampus Cats. 12 minutes on the clock. We are ready to go for our second half of play. Is that your kids running in the background?
I'm going to take care of that here just momentarily.
Short kick here, caught as the Wampus Cats will fall on it at about the 37. Picking up the reception was Timothy Wingo, and the Wampus Cats with great field position to get this game started off. Uh-oh, Kalen hit dad mode. Two seconds taken off the clock on that kick return, and Atoka will set up near side of the field. No one in the backfield for the Wampus Cats. It is a tight formation. Now he pulls shotgun. Peyton Pugh. And it's an end round for the Wampus Cats. Spinning around and down back behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 19, Malachi Brooks.
And Malachi Brooks loses a couple of yards on the play. Everything good?
Yeah, I had to go do some gentle parenting real fast. My apologies to our listeners.
I didn't hear you yell back there. That must have been gentle.
Well, I knew our wonderful viewers and listeners were joining us here this evening, which we're very grateful for. Had to keep it PG.
Michael Gabbard, Caitlin Nagorski on the call here tonight. And it looks like Peyton Pugh will line up as a wide receiver on the shift. And they're going to snap this one to Malachi Brooks, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. Forward progressions should put the ball right at where the start of this drive started.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up
third down and 10.
Boy, Malachi getting wrapped up and slung around pretty good on that last play call. He took some hard hits.
Cheerleaders have been getting after it here tonight. They've got a big group. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers set to the left. Ball down the middle of the field. And Peyton Pugh will keep it, and he swallowed up just a couple on the gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Peyton Pugh on the quarterback carry.
And Peyton Pugh will keep it, and he swallowed up just a couple on the gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I may have not have mentioned is that Lindsay is no slouch. I mean, they're a great football team, and they've been doing a great job this evening too. I mean, my goodness, we just started the third quarter, and they've already hung 42 points on the board.
Atoka set to punt this one away. And the punt is bobbled. And he's able to get the kick off. Wow, that was extremely close. The defense was in the backfield. They couldn't swallow up the punter, who, by the way, is Keaton Rector. And he's able to step up, get the punt off, and Lindsay will start this drive off at the 26-yard line.
And how about the effort made by the Atoka's punter there after the bobbled snap, ended up dropping it, recovering it, taking off in a short run, and kind of did like this Australian outback type of kick thing. It worked out great.
Well, look at that one. And the punt is bobbled. And he's able to get the kick off. Wow, that was extremely close.
That was fantastic.
Tight formation here for Lindsay. Shotgun. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Cameron not in the game. Big run to the outside. Picks up about 9. And that was a tough fought. 6'2", 220-pound junior.
Out across the 35-yard line to the 36.
Big kid.
So hiding Cameron. Lindsay coming out, switching things up. That's a play we have not seen yet tonight. .9:22 still remaining in the third quarter of play. 42-24 the score. Lindsay on top and with the football. Handoff, off tackle, left side of the field, cuts up to the 50, down at about the 45. Big first down run.
Handoff goes to number 23.
And Lindsay pushes the football to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, Lindsay picking up Big yardage on that play.
First down for the Leopards.
Still appears that Atoka's defensive ends are struggling to get off the tackles. I'm really hoping that they can fight the good fight, get that figured out.
Fight the good fight. Shotgun. Handoff. Again off tackle. And downed. That was 23, Manuel Aguero. Picks up positive gain.
Brings up second down.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Leopards. As the offense comes to the line. In an offset shotgun formation, and the snap is bobbled going way into the Leopard backfield as he's being tackled by a whole skew of Wampus Cats. And they're going to lose big-time yardage on that.
And the snap rolls past the quarterback into the backfield.
So a little miscue on the Leopards is going to work in the Wampus Cats' favor by burying them back on their side of the ball at roughly the 38-yard line, and is going to bring up 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, 7:44 remaining here. Shotgun. Ball will be placed near side hash as camera checked back in again to that quarterback position for the Leopards. 4-man front or 3-man front here for the defense. And they're looking to pass. Lindsay throws this one short, bounces into the intended receiver's hands, but that's going to be incomplete.
4th down for the Leopards.
Just threw that one a bit low, and that's going to bring up 4th down and forever. The first down marker is at the 33-yard line. And they are currently at the opposing 38.
Number 9, Kaiser Mullins, is back for the Wampus Cats to receive.
This is a good opportunity for good field position for the Wampus Cats. Here is the punt. Cameron, kind of the do-it-all guy, but this is a high punt. This one's going to go, I thought it was going to go backwards. Instead, it takes a friendly Lindsay bounce and is downed at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. And so Atoka with great field position to start off after a punt on their last possession.
Yeah, this is going to work in their favor tremendously, so let's hope the offense can put something together and we can put some points on the board right here.
So they're going to spot this at the 43. $57 yards to drive for the Wampus Cats. 42-24. Lindsay on top. 7:14 remaining in the third. Handoff. Brooks cuts inside, outside, past the 50-yard line. And that is a big gain on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 2.
Glad to see
inside, outside, past the 50-yard, a punt on their last possession.
And with his minor injury that he sustained, and it appears that he's back at it and good to go. That's good news for Atoka.
Yeah, he goes down. You think that he might be out for the game. Then he comes out and he looks like he hasn't been injured at all.
Yeah, he's got some spark to him. He's ready to play.
Richardson and Brooks in the backfield. Handoff to Richardson. He pushes past the first down marker. It's a fullback dive as Richardson gets up to about the 45. So about 3 yards past the first down marker, and Atoka gets another first down.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Tegan Richardson getting a lot of action here in this game tonight against the Leopards, doing a great job at that fullback position. Strong runner. Love to see that.
I formation for the Wampus Cats on first down. Brooks hit in the backfield. Big stick. That time was the monster we've been talking about. Gus Torres, the 6'3", 250-pound junior. He absolutely looks, I'm telling you, somebody needs to check that young man's ID.
Yeah, he is a big kid. Just a junior, too.
Gosh, could you imagine another year in the weight room for him?
He may end up playing Saturday somewhere, Mike. I don't know.
Well, he's a little small to be on the line, I would figure. Maybe he'll get a little bit bigger, at least for D1. Still a pretty big dude. He's a dog. Pass caught by Prince, who also was injured in the first half and is back into the ball game and picks up positive yardage, but that's going to bring up third down.
Great job by Prince Coleman hanging on to that catch. He was in double coverage, and really good job hanging on to that football.
Stick around for the postgame show as well at the conclusion of this game. That is brought to you by farmer agent Lucinda Holland. Lucinda Holland is a farmer agent serving our community. She always is just a phone call away. Handoff. Not enough for the first down, and it looks like Atoka's probably going to have to punt this one away.
Man, which is really unfortunate with the great field position that they had.
You got to put that mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Fourth down.
Fourth down and 7, 24. Atoka score, 42 for Lindsay. Lindsay on top with 4 minutes remaining in the third. And Atoka's going to go for it. I formation, set back to pass. And it is intercepted. Yes! Lindsay, wow, look at that. Set back to pass. And it is intercepted. Yes! Lindsay, wow, look at that. Set back to pass. And it is take over. Atoka tries to go for it on fourth down. And now Lindsay will get the football right around the 25. So it's not too bad of a loss.
No, it could be a lot more terrible. Peyton had a wide receiver that was pretty covered up in the middle of the field, and he was forcing that in there. And upon the attempted catch, it was tipped. And Lindsay was able to come up with the interception, beginning their drive at their 25-yard line.
Shotgun for the Leopards. Man in motion. Handoff. Aguro up the middle. No one. And the speed just blazing past the 30 to the 20, 15 and down. Monster gain.
Handoff goes to the running back, number 23.
It appears as Manuel Aguero is slow to get up after that play.
That was a 60-yard gain by Aguero. He has had a monster night.
He has.
We have an injury timeout.
Again, blazing speed. They have lined him up in a lot of different ways. They have moved him from the slot. They've put him out wide. They've ran the reverse with him, the double reverse to him. They've lined him up at the running back position. The only thing he hasn't done tonight is play quarterback.
Well, the night is still young.
First down and 10 in the red zone. And handoff up the middle. In for the touchdown is Lindsay. That is a huge run from the 15-yard line.
Across the goal line.
And I can't see who that was on that play. Was that?
Javen Keaton was there. He was trying to strip the ball from him. He was having a hard time making it into the end zone.
The touchdown was Crew Flood, freshman.
And the two-point conversion is good.
So the Leopards have went for the two-point conversion, and they have scored which now brings your score to 50-24, and here with 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yep, 15-yard run from Crew Flood to end that drive for the Lindsay Leopards, and it's 50-24. We'll be back in just a moment here on KHKC 102.1 FM.
H&L Custom Processing is proud to support the Atoka Wampus Cats. A family-owned business by Gary and Charity Hensley, H&L offers custom processing of wild game as well as local livestock. H&L is USDA certified and makes it a goal to provide excellent service, cleanliness, and up-to-date processing services in their state-of-the-art facility. With immediate openings for beef and pork processing, H&L is here to help get your team ready for tailgating or backyard cookouts this season. Stop by and check out their facility in Colgate or call 580-258-0263 for more information.
50-24 is our score with 3:16 still remaining in the quarter. Lindsay on top. A 15-yard run from Crew Flood. It was a 75-yard drive for the Lindsay Leopards. Atoka's got the football con at the 25, up to about the 40, past the 40 now, and at the 43. And Atoka with good field position coming back after a huge drive by the Lindsay Leopards.
Zach Jim on the reception for the Wampus.
And Atoka with good field position coming back after a huge drive by the Lindsay Leopards.
Zach Jim on the reception for the Wampus.
And Atoka with good field position coming back after a huge drive by the Lindsay Leopards.
Zach Jim on the reception for the Wampus.
And Atoka with good field position coming back after a huge drive by the Lindsay Leopards.
Zach Jim on the reception for the Wampus.
And Atoka with good field position the game so far. It's been a long game. I mean, you think about it, we're already rolling on 3 hours. Handoff, Brooks cuts up, gains about 4 or 5. Boy, if he cuts that to the right side instead of cutting left.
He is so much fun to watch.
But there was so much open space to the right side, and instead he takes that cut to the left. If he could have just gotten one step off to the right, you would have seen about a 20, 30-yard break. I mean, there was nobody in the vicinity.
Oh, absolutely. He would have broke for at least another 15 to 20 yards. And that's not even over-exaggerating.
2:32 remaining in the third. Atoka has the football, and it is placed at the 46. Have to get to the 47, the opposing 47 for the first down. Defense swarming, picks up some positive yardage, but ultimately it's going to bring up third down.
Brooks, gain of 2 on the play, brings up third down.
I mean, you sit here and you look at the score, it's 50-24. Atoka has looked good in a lot of aspects, but it's just the offense of Lindsay, they have not let up.
No, not even the least bit, but I'm a glass-half-full kind of guy, and the score doesn't depict what I'm seeing out of the Wampus Cats this evening.
Unfortunately, the score is what matters out on the field right now.
It does. It does.
We've got a timeout called by Coach Cup, and we'll take a timeout here on KHKC 102.1 and hear a few words from a couple of our local sponsors.
Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma has some exciting news. Opening this fall, the new location at 457 South Mississippi Avenue in Atoka will open. This large, modern health center will be able to provide comprehensive health care complete with an in-house discount pharmacy, serving all patients, regardless of their ability to pay. Same-day appointments available, accepting insured and non-insured patients alike. Open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Fridays 7:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit the current location at 1556 South Virginia Avenue. Family Health Center of Southern Oklahoma. The right team making a difference.
45% of people put off buying life insurance according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local farmer's agent, Lucinda Holland, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3745.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and life happens in 2021.
Welcome back in as we are live at Atoka Wampus Cat Stadium. 50-24 is the score, and there's a minute 30 remaining in the third quarter. Lindsay on top. The Wampus Cats sitting at a 4th down and 5. And they're going to punt this one away. In the backfield for Lindsay. I believe that's number 24. Colton Butler. No, it is not. It is Manuel Aguero. They're going to have to wrap him up, too. Special teams has been kind of an issue here the last couple of games. Low snap. Punt. Low. Takes an Atoka bounce and is down at the 29-yard line, and that's where we start off as Lindsay's offense rolls out onto the field with a 50-24 lead.
So Atoka not giving Manuel Aguero the chance to receive on that. Excuse me, pretty smart in my opinion.
So the ball placed. We'll just call it the 30. Atoka had 5 plays and unable to get a second first down. Shotgun here for Lindsay. 2 wide receivers set off near side. Man in motion. Handoff. Cutting upfield, left side of the field past the first down marker, and was cutting up the sideline was Riker McCauley. Lindsay's got a lot of freshmen that look really, really good, and McCauley is one of them.
Yeah, I see a lot of young talent on this Lindsay team. You know, they really like to bounce that ball to the outside. The majority of their rushing plays they've tried to bounce them outside.
I believe Lindsay, their last championship was 92. Run up the middle. Cuts past one tackle up to the 40. Down at the 35. Actually, they're going to spot this one at the 31. A huge rush. Almost 30 yards on the gain. And Lindsay rolling offensively right now.
That'll be another first down for the Leopards.
Southeastern football tomorrow. Big game for Oklahoma. Tennessee coming to town. Got a bunch of buddies there in the Norman area, and said Tennessee fans have already started setting up shop right next to the football stadium, preparing for a huge SEC matchup. Can you believe you can sit here and say SEC when you're talking about the Sooners?
No, it just sounds way too weird. But I guess we'll just have to get used to it.
Gonna have to get used to it. And the third quarter ticking down to 0. Our score after 3 is 50-24. We'll be back for our fourth quarter in just a minute here on KHKC 102.1 FM.
At D&H Tires, all they do is rims and tires. That means when you buy from D&H, you're getting the best deal from experts that know. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even ag equipment. If it needs rubber to roll, then you need D&H Tires. The best deals on tires and rims in Atoka and Cole County. So hurry into D&H Tires, 309 South Mississippi in Atoka, and follow D&H Tire on Facebook for their ever-changing specials. D&H Tires, tires for everyone's budget.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Fourth quarter of play, and the score is 50-24. Lindsay on top of the Wampus Cats. Now, this is not a district game, and another game that's absent tonight, Tishomingo Antlers, because of the situation there in the Tishomingo area. We're not going to get into it on the broadcast, but I did have a lot of people asking, how will that affect Antlers in regards to the districts? Well, the fact is that it doesn't, because Tishomingo is not a district foe. So we don't have to worry about the points like we did against Idabel a few years ago when Idabel missed a game due to COVID and the Wampus Cats got left out of the playoffs, or at least from that top spot in the district. Here's a run by Lindsay, and it'll go out of bounds towards the right side of the painted numbers of the 30.
Yeah, they're going to throw a flag and a late hit out of bounds on the Wampus Cats on that.
Now, Antlers in our district, but Tishomingo is not. So for them, that game does not matter. Speaking of which, all the teams that played in week 0 are on break this week. So Kingston on a bye. Art, I believe, on this Ion Sports Network, Ardmore on a bye, Lone Grove on a bye, Colgate on a bye as well.
Yes.
I got a text message from Cody Newberry, the Colgate sports commentator, saying that he was watching the game tonight. He's got a night off. So shout out to Cody tonight.
Glad to have him watching this evening.
Love Cody, man. He really surprised me when we hired him a few years ago. I mean, he has really turned into a really good sports broadcaster.
Just one of those secret hidden talents he had.
At the 15-yard line.
Kind of weird, too, because he was quiet in high school quite a bit, you know, didn't see him being much of a talker, and now you can't get him to stop talking on the broadcast. He's good at it.
He's very good at it.
Inside the 20 now, Lindsay's got the football. They are looking to score once again, and they're going to hand this one off. Tackle and caught at the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up second down. 11:45 to go in the game. Lindsay on top, 50-24.
Yeah, Wade McCall in on that tackle for the Wampus Cats.
Lindsay coming out of the shotgun, ball far side of the hash. Or far side hash. They're going to hand off up the middle in a big run down at about the half-yard line.
At the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up first down and goal.
And Lindsay's
for the Leopards.
Offense just continues to roll.
I was trying to see who that last ball carrier was there for the Leopards, and I couldn't make it out.
Homecoming next week for the Wampus Cats.
Looking forward to that, as we do every year.
From the half-yard line, Wolverton coming to town, by the way. And the run up the middle is in for the score.
The goal line for the touchdown.
So more points on the board for Lindsay here, 56-24. And right now, the way it looks, I think Lindsay's probably going to run away with this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the gap is just too far to reel them back in, it appears.
Now, I've 22 points. It's not out of... It is not completely out for the Wampus Cats, but you got to make some big stops here and get some quick scores on the board with 10:26 still remaining.
Yeah, we're going to need some. We're going to need some penalties and some things to go Atoka's way.
Going for two, stuffed in the backfield. Looks like Wade McCall is in on the tackle.
10 minutes and 26
you had
in the fourth quarter. Your score, Lindsay, 56.
Who's that? Roper
Atoka,
Rector,
24.
Tristan Coben
Good
in on the
defensive stop there.
tackle as well. We'll keep it here for just a few minutes as, again, stick around for the post-game show. We'll talk a little bit about homecoming next week. We'll talk about district play coming up in the post-game, which is, by the way, brought to you by Farmers Agent Lucinda Holland. If you're looking for an insurance agent who can help you understand your options, call Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3347. Lindsay will set to kick this one off. Big lead. They've got a tough district too. I mean, you look at Lindsay's district this season, and
they've got a long road to haul.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. They get Marlowe, they get Lexington, Washington, Crossing Christians in their district. It is not an easy district. Ball's on the ground, loose, picked up by Lindsay, caught down at the 25. A turnover on special teams by the Wampus Cats, and another woe for this special teams unit.
Yeah, Atoka tried to receive that kickoff and ended up bobbling it and causing the ball to come loose, and one of the Lindsay Leopards scooped it up and began to make his trek towards the end zone down the far side of the sideline.
A lot of young talent on this team and on special teams. Some kids you really see having some extreme potential, not just this season, but, or the coming seasons, but this season as well.
Yeah, there's some freshmen and some sophomores that have still got a couple more seasons in them.
Nobody likes an 0-3 start, but, listening to that podcast again, I mean, I think they said it very well in regards to Coach Cup liking to see where, he's at before getting into district play, which will start next week against Wilburton, homecoming. Lindsay has been a very tough team the last few years. They are very well coached. They are young and an extreme amount of talent. They remind me a lot, at least their running style, of Eufaula. Eufaula kind of utilizes the same kind of running schemes without throwing the ball around as much. And Eufaula has been a top of Atoka's district until the switch for the past, 10 seasons or so, 15 seasons or so. So Ringling, one of those teams, a lot of talent. Winning tradition. Colgate looking very good, ranked, top 10 in Class 2A2. Lindsay, another team that looks like they could make a really good push, but again, they've got a tough schedule, so there's no telling where this team will end on the season. I'll tell you this, from what we've seen tonight, and we know Coach Cup-led team is going to play good defense. This is an offense.
Which they have.
This is an offense that can do a lot of things right, and it all starts at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir, it does.
Handoff up the middle. By the way,
handoff goes up the middle, tackled.
Lindsay has called off the Dogs as they have got their backup quarterback, Maverick Dotson, in the game.
On a stop among others. Brings up second down.
Just glancing at the Leopards roster here, I like this kid just by his name, Tough Fought.
Yeah, well, that's actually the quarterback, sorry.
That's awesome.
Tough Fought, yeah. It's tough fight. It's not a tough fight, it's a tough fought. Big kid, too. Again, 6'2", 220, junior. Flags on the play. Southeastern, big game tomorrow. Talk a little bit about that.
Leopards, it's going to be a loss of 5 on that penalty. Brings up second down and 12.
They've got a game against Oklahoma Baptist at 6 p.m. You know what that means. I'm going to be missing the OU game. But it should be a good.
You're going to have to take your own advice and record that on YouTube TV.
No, I'll get to watch a little bit of it during the game. Just kind of peek at it a little bit, if you will. 56-24, 8:58 remaining. Lindsay with the football, man in motion, and it's a quarterback keeper. Dragged down in the backfield. A nice defensive play by the Wampus Cats. That was number 52, Jimmy Vilers. I hope Mom and Dad, I say that name correctly. That's about the only name I haven't gotten a pronunciation on.
If we've mispronounced it, please let us know.
Just send me a message in the chat. Just be nice to me. I'm very fragile. I'm emotionally unstable. 56-24. Shotgun, handoff up the middle. Big run, bounces off one tackle. Gets into the third level. One man to beat, dragged down at the 3-yard line. Huge run and gain for the Lindsay Leopards once again. It's that first missed tackle. Aiden Turner on the run, the 5'8", 155-pound senior getting the carry and breaking it off for huge yardage.
Yeah, L.J. Lefevre was tracking him down. Ended up making touchdown-saving tackle there, but it is going to be 1st and goal for the Leopards.
And play is slowing down a little bit. The play clock is set to 7. I don't know if they're going to let this play clock roll down. 1 second. They don't get the snap off in time and a flag. And so that will put Lindsay 5 yards back.
Interesting.
If it's me, I'm just going ahead.
Perplexed.
If it's me, you're looking at this and, you get a score right here, it's game over for sure. Clock continues to run. Handoff up the middle, and this one is in for a score. Right up the gut. Aiden Turner, 2 big runs, and a touchdown score.
Yeah, the Leopards letting their second string get a little bit of playing time this evening.
Again, big shout out to Atoka Public Schools helping out in the broadcast. And Steve Welch, his class. Mr. Welch has done a fantastic job. One of the best in the audio business, one of the best in the video business. 62-24 is the score. Lindsay on top. The kick, no good. Maybe that's the reason why they've been going for it.
I think that just answered all of our questions this evening, Mike.
63-24, 6:50 still remaining in the game. We'll take a break. It is, again, the Ion Sports Network on KHKC.
Ritter Express Pharmacy in Atoka has been serving as your local hometown team. Since 1972, the Ritter family has been dedicated to your health and well-being. Now with the third generations in pharmacy school and medical school, they are continuing to strive to bring the latest in healthcare innovation to our community. They understand life is busy and have 2 convenient drive-through windows and are well known for their fast and friendly service. Ritter Express Pharmacy is very appreciative of the support of the community over the last 50 years and will continue to work hard and evolve to earn your business. If you need free delivery, a vaccination, a wheelchair, a brace, specialty compounding, a unique request, or just good medical advice you can trust from people that care and are invested in the community, then Ritter Express Pharmacy has you covered. Choose Ritter Express Pharmacy. Experience the personalized care you deserve. Ritter Express Pharmacy is your trusted partner in health.
Ameris State Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At Ameris State Bank, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at ameristatebank.com. Ameris State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
63-24 is the score. 6:06 remaining in the game. Kalen, take it away.
Well, I'm honored to have the opportunity to be doing the play-by-play, and just wanted to give Michael my big thanks and appreciation for the opportunity to come on and help him this season, call games for the Wampus Cats and the Atoka community. We appreciate all our viewers and our listeners that are with us this evening.
Well, most of them anyway.
Every single one of them. Every last one of them.
Oh, man.
So Atoka is going to get the ball on the 32-yard line as the quarterback comes under center. I formation. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to their tailback, which is swallowed up by a swarm of leopards.
Second team for the Wampus Cats checked in, too, at the moment. And trying to get some experience for some of the younger guys. You know, the game's in hand right now. You want to save some energy from your starting lineup. You've got district play starting up next week. Wilburton, big game. It's going to be homecoming. So get those guys in and let them get a little bit of experience, because you never know when you're going to need them down the road.
Yeah, when you start looking at your depth chart, you're going to need some of these younger class guys to be able to come out and execute at a high level.
The size of Lindsay's defensive line is just astonishing. You can see it in the video feed right here versus our second team versus their second team. I mean, they just look just monstrous, just big dudes.
That was something that I had picked up on early in pregame warm-ups, as I thought that there was a small – well, I say small.
It's not small.
It's a size comparison. There's a size comparison.
It's not small at all. Those are some big dudes. 24 all tied up. Nebraska, Illinois. How you feeling about that?
I am focused here at Wampus Cat Stadium right now. So as the second-string offense takes this snap, it's going to be handed to the tailback, and he is going to be met at the line of scrimmage by number 71 of the Leopards, Tommy Aguirre. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And that is going to bring up 4th and long for Atoka. Aguero. My apologies.
Big games going on around the league. We'll give you a score update on some other games taking place coming up here shortly. Around 2A2, that is. Morris loses to Haskell 28-8.
The Wampus Cats have elected to kick on their 4th and long. It's going to be a short punt. It's going to be down at the 48-yard line where the Leopards will take possession on offense.
Ringling loses tonight. They are ranked 8th in 2A2 to Dibble. And Dibble wins that one 28-27. Wilburton is going down in defeat right now. I think the game is over, but it says it's in the third quarter. 39-6 is the score. That was the last update on that one. Vian rolling tonight in our district as they head into district play. 67-34 against the number 2 team, Pecola.
Wow.
So if that gives you any indication of what Vian is this year, there you go.
That's kind of making a statement right there.
Kinda. You just steamrolled the number 2 team.
So the Leopards here on offense as they start on the 50-yard line. And number 15, their quarterback, will keep it. Maverick Dodson picking up 8 yards on first down. It's going to make it 2nd and 2.
Davis tonight loses to Plainview, the number 6 team. Davis, the number 2 team. And Plainview beats them 23-13. I guess I could see it. Plainview, a very talented program.
They play a lot of good football over there in that area.
Holdenville, 22-13 over number 5 North Rock Creek. Tonkawa goes down to Stroud, 28-0. And Prague, a big win over Meeker, 60-46.
Well, it appears the Leopards are going to let the clock run down to end this ball game with 18 seconds left as we come to an end here at Wampus Cat Stadium with the Leopards with a score of 62 over the Wampus Cats at 24.
And that is the final. Good job, Kalen. And Lindsay gets the victory, 63-24. We'll be back. It is our post-game show brought to you by Lucinda Hollins, Farmer Agent. We'll be back in just a minute. It is KHKC.
A community bank is far more than just a bank that offers the services such as online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and loans that fit your needs. A community bank invests in the community it serves. Your phone call will be answered by local people you already know and will make you feel welcome by greeting you as you enter the lobby. At Shamrock Bank, we effectively combine convenient banking technology with people you know and trust. It really is the people that make the difference. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, and we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
I come to Dr. Hookham because he was highly recommended. I had dentures ever since I've been 20 years old, so I've had them for 50 years. And out of the 50 years, I had to use all the dental cream and tooth goo, and it's terrible. They got the implants where they snap in and out, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of them. And he is great. It's worth the trip to Atoka just to have him work on you.
Let Dr. Holcomb change your life forever. Visit atokadentist.com.
Genesis Abstract and Title is dedicated to doing things right while providing a positive customer experience. At Genesis Abstract, they use advanced technology such as fully automated records to expedite the process and avoid delays. Their friendly professionals are ready to serve you and will take care of every detail to make your buying and selling process an easy one. Genesis Abstract, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 410 East Court Street in Atoka. Your source for quality abstracts, title insurance, and excellent closing solutions.
Logan & Sons in Atoka has the outdoor equipment from top brands to make your outdoor work or play a cinch. Still, Exmark, Hustler, Spartan, Intimidator UTVs, and Envy neighborhood vehicles are in stock and ready for you. Stop by today at 853 South Mississippi or call 580-889-3329. Logan & Sons, proudly supporting all our local athletes.
In a world full of possibilities and firsts, you need neighbors in your corner, experts who have your back, and a cheering section to keep you going. That's why we're here. For 100 years and counting, we've been the first bank of dreaming big and the first bank of what's next. At First Bank, we believe that anything's possible, and we're here to help you believe it too. First Bank, here for possibilities.
Brown's Funeral Service in Atoka, Colgate, Durant, and Medill are proud to be a part of the communities they serve. Since 1994, Brown's Funeral Service has proudly supported nonprofits, police and fire departments, local military members, and area schools. The staff at Brown's Funeral Service takes great pride in these endeavors because they realize it's more than being in business. It's about being a thread in the fabric of our community. Brown's Funeral Service, where service begins but never ends.
Welcome back in to Wampus Cat Stadium. We are live. It is the post-game show brought to you by Farmers Agent Lucinda Holland. She is a farmer's agent serving our community. She's always just a phone call away at 580-889-3347. Our final tonight, Lindsay wins, defeats the Wampus Cats by a score of 63-24. And it's an upsetting loss, obviously, if you're a Wampus Cat fan. But I'll tell you what, this Lindsay team looked really good. Their 0-2 record does not reflect the talent that they have. They've had a tough schedule. It's only going to get tougher for them. And now Atoka heading into district play at a record of 0-3.
Yeah, and I don't think Atoka's record of 0-3 reflects what they've done thus far in their season by no means.
No, I mean, outside of the Colgate game, which, obviously was heartbreaking, but, you play Ringling tough. You're able to put up points on the board. Listen, 24 points, the way that they were able to score those 24 points in this game is a testament. And the reason why I say that is because Lindsay's defensive front, their offensive front, I mean, those were some dudes out there. I mean, they were monsters.
Yeah, those are steak and potato eating guys right there.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, you go down the list and the size, you'd just be astonished by. But unfortunately, Atoka wasn't able to produce the same production that they did in the first half, and so ultimately Lindsay takes care of business, and Atoka goes down in defeat. They will face Wilburton coming up next week. It is homecoming. And we've gone over some of the scores of the game. Wilburton, or scores on the day. Wilburton, they've got a game tonight against Panama. We'll get to that here shortly. They lost to Hartshorn 44-14. Gore, they lost 8-20. And the Panama score, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Wilburton is has lost to Panama by a score of 39-6. So they're heading into district play 0-3 too. Again, like we talked about in the pregame show, they're on a 22-game losing streak. It's an opportunity for Atoka to come out and make a statement at home, get their first win in district play, which is big against a team that you should beat.
Yeah, and starting 0-3, it is tough, but looking positively, your opponent is also 0-3. You've got a lot coming in next week with homecoming. There's going to be a lot of activities going on, but the focus is going to be remaining on the football game, which is what everybody shows up to come and see. They're here to support these kids in this program and the athletic staff. So I know that Coach Cup will get with his assistants, and they're going to review film, and they're going to go right back to work on Monday.
It is the post-game show once again. We'll take a quick break, and we'll get to our star of the game. Even though Atoka goes down in defeat, there were some positive signs in this game, and we'll get to that coming up after the break here on KHKC.
AmeriState Bank has been serving southeastern Oklahoma and North Texas for over 100 years. All of our products and services are available both online and in person, serving you in a friendly and professional atmosphere. At AmeriState Bank, you're more than a customer. You're a neighbor and a friend. From checking accounts to real estate loans, we've got you covered. We have 5 locations to serve you in Atoka, Antlers, Hugo, Tishomingo, and Sherman, Texas. Call, come by, or visit our website today at AmeriStateBank.com. AmeriState Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get the coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance Agent Lucinda Holland can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Agent Lucinda Holland at 580-889-3744 to find out how she can help you protect the things that matter most to you. That's Lucinda Holland.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
This is Eric Studeville inviting you to buy the Studeville way.
Whether you're looking for open roads
or you like them built tough,
there is only one way to buy your vehicle.
And that's the Studeville way.
Steubenville Chevrolet, 851 Westside Drive in Durant, and SteubenvilleChevrolet.com.
And Steubenville Ford, 1601 South Mississippi in Atoka. And SteubenvilleFord.net.
The Steubenville family of dealerships,
Proudly serving you and your communities.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
Our post-game show is brought to you by Farmers Agent Lucinda Holland. And she is a farmer's agent serving our community. She's always just a phone call away at 580-889-3347. Final score tonight, 63-24. Lindsay defeats Atoka on their home field by a wide margin. It was a great game called by their coaching staff of the Lindsay Leopards, and hats off to Sam Hembry, assistants Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Matt Lane, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, Tyler Sharp, once an Atoka Wampus Cat, their student assistant Ty Ferguson, who is an outstanding basketball player as well for the Lindsay Leopards over the last few seasons. Atoka losing tonight, big, unfortunately. Jacob Cup, I felt like, called a great first half in regards to the offense. Second half, Lindsay came out on defense. They came out prepared. Again, won the battle at the line of scrimmage tonight, and ultimately came away with a victory on Atoka's home field.
Yeah, I felt it was a good fought ball game. And, again, I'm not going to let the score dictate as to the performance that was put out on the field this evening, because Atoka's got some great talent. They've got a wonderful athletics coaching staff that care about these kids, that want to coach them every week and help them improve upon, their skill level and help them, continue to succeed. So, there was some tough things that we saw on the defensive side of the ball. It looked like the defensive ends were having a hard time getting off the tackles. Lindsay had a couple of touchdowns back-to-back that kind of spread that gap late in the first half.
Yeah, it was that first half on the punt return.
Yeah.
Or the kick return, and the two scores within 12 seconds. I thought that was a big key into the game and the push that Lindsay got there in the first.
That's where I really saw the turn was right there. But still really excited to watch this Atoka team progress. Next week into week 4, homecoming is coming. So a lot of activities going to be going on. I know the kids are excited. The school is excited. And we're looking forward to another great week of football.
It was a big win for Lindsay, obviously, 63-24 the final. But we do have a star of the game presented to you by AmeriState. On the go and informed. That's banking with AmeriState Bank's mobile app. ASB everywhere. Download for free on your iPhone or your Android device. And I think there's no question about who the star of the game for the Wampus Cats was. Peyton Pugh was slinging the football around in the first half. Now, offensively, things didn't go his way in the second half, but in that first half, it was undeniable. He was on the money with most of his throws. Some big, especially, just think about it. The first, or was it the second play? The long, deep 50-yard, 60-yard pass to L.J. LeFavor to get things started off. You had that diving catch by Prince, which by the way made an outstanding play on it, but it was right where it needed to be, over the outstretched arms of the defensive back, and he was slinging the ball around Peyton Pugh all night long, and I thought it was his best performance he's had as a Wampus Cat.
Yeah, congratulations to Peyton, but notable mentions that I just want to sneak in here real fast is Tegan Richardson. Man, he's tearing it up at the fullback spot. I love watching him play. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he really was.
Ezekiel Brooks stepping up in for JD while JD's trying to get healed up. Man, he was out there and dancing, trying to make it happen.
Explosive,
looked good.
Man. Explosive.
He looked good.
He is going to be an outstanding talent. With Ezekiel Brooks, I'm telling you, sometimes just making the wrong cut in the game. But overall, I mean, his talent outshines, the youth. And he'll continue to get better as the season progresses. His first year in that starting role at running back, and he has definitely looked the part.
For a first-year running back, he's doing phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's looking good.
Just a sophomore, too.
Yeah.
Incredible speed. You get some size on him come, end of season into next year, and, boy, he's going to be hard to handle.
You bet. Just one last notable mention. Our kicker, Timothy Wingo, the sophomore, did an awesome job this evening.
Really did.
He's put 3 points on the board for us. I saw him get some tackles, on the kickoff team. So, yeah, kudos to you, young man.
Star of the game, once again, Peyton Pugh. That is brought to you by AmeriState Bank. And as for Michael Gabbard, myself, Kaylin Nagorski, we are out for the night. Again, Atoka goes down in defeat 63-24. Thank you for listening on KHKC 102.1 FM and for viewing our game on YouTube at Wampus Cats Atoka. We will catch you next week. It is homecoming in Atoka. We'll have updates in regards to the homecoming festivities that are going to be taking place throughout the week. As for us, take care so long. We will see you next week here on the Ion Sports Network.